Got more.
What's up, guys? We are live right now, and we are secretly crashing Wraglersaurus Rex's live stream to help
Violent.
him finish the
Who
job of the
knows what it is,
stadium.
but it's majestic. It's
He has
fair.
no idea that we're in the game
Look
with
at my
him
old
right now.
friends list on Discord, and I have someone named who makes Doofin. What? Hey, Grey Wolf is still getting his stuff set up. Give him his moment. Oh, he fast traveled. He's moving. There he is. It's the wolf.
Greetings! Let's see if you can hear me. Yeah. Okay.
Wow, that was aggressive. Jesus. I'm awake. I am awake. What?
Testing mic feedback. Testing mic feedback.
Oh,
Mic feedback. Mic feedback.
feedback.
Okay. Can you hear me, Wraglersaurus Rex?
Dang microphones. Dang you, technology, always changing it up.
Can you hear me, buddy? I guess not. Hold on.
There's technical difficulties left. That's what that was.
Can you hear me, though? I guess not.
Come on.
How come it's so quiet? That's the reason right there. It's so quiet. Is that better? I don't know why my microphone is so quiet. Shoot.
Best COD name.
Try this now. Does that work?
Hello, Anthony.
I don't know. Well, guys, we are having some technical issues with the audio on my side. I'm almost certain that Wrangler.
I'm sorry, that professional COD player named Kleenex?
Hear me,
that's hilarious. That's a funny name, dude.
We're secretly in his construction game right now. Looks like he's on the crane. Looks like he's finishing up this final stages of the construction here.
Yeah, there's not much to do on this one, but we will.
Oh, that's okay. Then the next one is going to be even more fun.
Not worry.
I like this color. Okay, we're going with the Barney purple. Okay. Digging it. I'm digging it. Fitting for the dinosaur man himself, Wraglersaurus Rex. The Wrangler. You can probably see my voice chat is going on. I don't know if it's turned on, but he's not hearing a single thing I'm saying because the audio is fighting with something else.
There he is. Hey, man. Are you having mic problems?
I certainly am having mic problems. In fact, let's go to this and let's say hello there. That is what.
Yeah, we have basically only got the roof left on. Yeah. Dang technology. We could try the Discord if you want, or you can keep trying to get your mic working. Yeah, Discord. All right. Hi, Vive.
I think Discord is going to be at the option for sure. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you magically.
Magically. That's good. Let me turn off the audio in the game then. Settings, audio, push to talk. Okay. Turn that off. All right. Perfect.
I don't know if people in chat will hear you, but I can hear you, so that's all that matters to me.
I believe they'll be able to hear your Discord call.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
So how
having
you
audio
been?
issues. I'm doing really good. I raced home. It's honestly been a little while since I've been on the game. After we completed the stadium hiatus for sure. Had a couple of bouts of Sea of Thieves with some pirates, Rachel and others as well, getting my
Yeah, I
best
seen
pirate
that one stream
performance
that you
going.
did. That was an interesting game that you were playing, the pirate one.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah, this is the game that I love and gush over. But if you burn yourself out on it, then you got to take breaks from it.
Yeah, that's why I've opened up my gaming horizon to Farm Simulator and SnowRunner.
I would love to do SnowRunner, but I definitely need a controller for that. I'm used to playing it on the Xbox, and it
Yeah.
was a little bit more intuitive for me to have the controllers in my hands.
Yeah, a lot of guys who have played with steering wheel say it's better with controller just simply for those like quick
Oh my God, yes,
quick winches.
absolutely. That was my
Yeah,
main thing too. I was like, this is a lot of fun with the wheel, but man, I was having some problems with the quick winch.
yeah. JJ for a bit, gaming with JJ, he was playing with a wheel on SnowRunner, and he was saying that exact thing. Like, you just can't quick winch, so he's flipping over more often.
Yeah,
You can't save yourself.
there were some moments. I think on the second Michigan map where I was driving the pickup truck and I was sliding down the side of a mountain and I was quick wenching, and when I quick wenched, it would make me swing across the face of the mountain, and then I would release and quick wench somewhere else, and then I would swing across the face. I looked like Spider-Man in New York City.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
can't really replicate that with a steering wheel.
No, definitely not. Yes, you're completely done the stadium now, right?
Oh yeah. So the next part of this, it looks like you're finishing up the third stage.
Yep, the
Technically the
entrance, and
technically the
then I only
fourth.
got
So
the
yeah.
foot.
The field is going to be the most fun, in my opinion, because I love earthworks. I'm a big earthworks fan.
Well, then maybe we should start that one tonight then with you.
I absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know if you are a high scope player. Personally, myself, I don't play high scope unless I've got a four-man team. And if I'm doing solo, I typically stick to medium or low scope, just for sake of time and sanity. We did high
No,
scope.
I'm insane, so I like high jump.
You like high
I just do
jobs?
high
Okay. So the high scope job, it's going to be a lot of excavation. A lot.
Nice.
It's going to be
Excellent.
a bit of earth moving in the beginning, a lot of excavation, and then the gravel and sand laying is going to cost you a lot of money. It cost me about 1.3 million in gravel and
Woo!
sand.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Oh no. We're at this crane's limit now.
Uh-oh. You have a mobile crane on site somewhere? No, I don't see
No.
one. Okay. All good.
Oh, Alfredo in my chat here says hello.
Hello, Alfredo.
Okay, so let me pull out a big frame. The big boy, look at the big boy. You wanna grab that then?
Is it the mobile, the 60 ton or the 300 ton?
Whoa. Wait a second. Where'd it go?
I see on your list. I see the mobile crane. Is it in the vehicle hall right now?
Yeah, it's still in the vehicle.
There it is.
Everyone in chat, you've seen me take it out, right? I'll move this truck out of the way. Move that out. Well, everyone in chat saying hello.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Everyone says hello.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
JJ, I thought you finished the stadium, buddy. Didn't you finish it? Oh, Wolf, you did all the side jobs too for the stadium, right? Like the emergency power station, the clubhouse, and parking lot?
Actually, no. We had those geared up and ready to go. I believe you were going to be part of one of those missions, and our four-man team
Yeah.
turned into a two-man team.
I'm
By the
so
time we were
sorry about
finished,
that.
we were, oh, you're all good. Life happens. By the time we had finished the stadium, we were, I think I was doing it solo at one point. I'm like, all right,
Oh no.
yeah. But now that I've finally completed 2 complete campaigns on this profile, I have the ability to open up 3 contracts. I would love to one day do 1 stadium campaign contract and 2 of the side stadium contracts at the same time with a full 4-man team.
That would be a good time.
Yeah.
Are you driving that over here or what? Jeez.
I certainly am, but I could quick drive it. Let's get this
Nah,
going.
you can do it. Yeah, you can do that. I was just like, wait, where is it?
I am
I'm
not
just so used to
opposed
fast
to,
traveling.
yeah, I'm not opposed to fast traveling. I know some people are sticklers against it.
What's up, Blaine? Thank you for joining us.
Chat, how's everyone doing tonight? You guys enjoying your Monday?
Fun day.
I love your opening, by the way. Peace and love. All right, let's see. I've got my.
Oosh.
That one.
Yeah. Technically for Smid Dog, it's Tuesday, so happy Taco Tuesday, Smitty.
Hey, there we go. I'll be getting some tacos tomorrow for sure.
Nice.
I'll think of you when I do. What do you put on your
There you
toppings?
go. Depending on what the toppings are.
You a sour cream kind of guy? You a salsa guy? You just
Yeah.
do it? Yeah.
Yep. Salsa, cream. This is like whatever type of onions. I'll put that on there. Maybe.
Yeah. I
Jalapeno,
prefer like,
avocado.
ooh, I don't know about jalapenos. I'm pretty generic. I'm almost geriatric when it comes to my tacos. Let's get
Lettuce,
this.
cheese, meat, and salsa.
Yeah, for sure. Sour cream, not so much. Not sure who invented sour cream, but more power to you if you like it. Definitely a
That's the
salsa
only
guy.
place I like sour cream. Is like homemade tacos. That's it.
Oh. Let's get this bad boy in position.
What the heck, Smitty? Rex likes to feel it going down and coming out. Maybe I do like my tacos.
Yeah, especially with the
going in and coming out.
jalapenos. I mean, my goodness.
Oh man, my last girlfriend, I was like, I told her that I like spicy. Like I can handle really spicy food.
Uh-huh.
She ruined that for me. She made chicken wings one night,
Uh-oh.
and she literally put like jalapeno like pepper on it, jalapeno like chopped like diced them up, 2 different hot sauces,
Ooh.
and she mixed it all up on chicken wings. And
Oh.
said, "Here you go, eat 'em." And then I ate them, and I lost my
Taste in your mouth? Yeah, for a couple
Yeah,
days,
like
I'm
a day.
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, that's like a concoction of salsa.
My butthole was lava. It was just.
Did you smell burning hair?
Yeah, I did. I was concerned for a second.
All right, the other
I
pieces
heard
over
that
there.
man and
Okay.
check. I was like, is it sizzled? Like, like what's going on back there? She goes, yeah, your butthole is completely smooth now. You melted every piece of hair right off.
Could you go
Oh,
ahead,
no.
pass that frame over to me, and then
yeah.
I'll get it in a position.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a little bit of craning here. I assume the crane is your favorite equipment to run.
I don't really know what my favorite piece of equipment is to run, honestly. Because I've gotten so used to everything now. I don't mind anything. Like even the drill, I don't even mind the drill,
Wow.
like doing drill work anymore.
The
Because
drill.
the last few times I've done drill, like at least 5 times I've done drill, I have had no problem.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. The tip that one viewer Nicholas on my channel, he told me a few tips, and I keep that in mind every time I do the drill. And since then, I haven't had any problems. It's been
I
amazing.
uh I used to use the drill in CS 2015, and it was a beastly machine. It was a lot to handle, almost like my ex-girlfriend, and
Oh my gosh.
and no, she's great. Um,
Shit, hey.
the issue with the drill rig back then, it was still prevalent today, and one tip that I had heard about the drill rig is just don't step into it, don't use it. It's incredibly wieldy beast. So I'm surprised that you handle it pretty well. I'm glad to hear that too. I would love to be
Yeah,
at the
well,
point where I can just run the drill rig and enjoy it. But every time I step
yeah.
into it, I'm a little skeptical of what's going to happen.
Every time the drill pops up, everyone's like, "Oh God!" and I'm like, "Stop
Yeah,
that! Stop
yeah,
that!"
yeah, that's
And like, don't
typically
get me
the
wrong,
case.
like it definitely was very glitchy in the beginning of this game, so that was definitely part of the reason.
Yeah.
But they've worked on it, and I've
Oh,
gotten a
they've
lot more
done
practice
so
with
much for
it.
the game.
So
I love it. These guys have been super active with bug fixes, hot fixes, all that stuff, content. Um,
that's why it saddens me talking to Smitty about this game, because apparently he has a good source telling him that after this year, gonna be no more content for it. They're
Yeah, I
moving
think
on.
that they pretty much have reached the end of its life cycle. Season 2 was a big thing. They're already going into like bundles and stuff with the titanium edition and such,
Yeah.
um, which is not it's not sad, but it's a little bittersweet. The one thing you can look forward to is that they're going to be working on the next title. The new mobile game came out, CS4, and it's a great game. I love it. For anyone who loves mobile games, um, they did a great job with it, especially
They
since
did.
I come from CS 2014 being my first construction game. And the world is so much bigger too. The multiplayer features great feature. Um, and Nintendo Switch players, I think, are really the ones that got the biggest gain from that game being released.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So with the mobile game out and out of the way, essentially, besides hot fixes that I've seen recently, they did drop some more bug fixes and stuff. And with season 2 wrapping up, that means that they can take a break and start discussing the second construction simulator for PC and Xbox, PlayStation.
True. So wait, this is the first one that's been on like platforms.
This is the first. If you look at the title, I think it's in the README or if it's in the descriptor. This is considered Construction Simulator 1.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's
Okay.
why when
Well.
they did the reveal. There was no number, there was no numerology to it. So this is
Yeah,
technically
because I
Construction
remember when it
Simulator
first
1.
came out, they were like people were calling it Construction Simulator 2022.
Right, and that's what we speculated as well. We had a few ideas of what they might call it. Um,
Yeah.
and Consim with no numbers at all was definitely not on our radar. Um, but that gives an opportunity for Consim 2, 3, 4, yada yada yada.
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, because like in the first year, people dropped the 2022 like right away.
Yeah.
It was really, really quick thing. People calling it Construction Simulator 2022. Like I think only Brad M73 still puts 2022 in his titles. Like
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else puts 2022 in their titles for this game. And since I stopped putting 2022 in my titles for this game,
We've seen
I've
more
gotten a lot
traffic.
more. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because there's other games out there that use 2022, like Crane
Yeah,
Simulator Pro 2022, or Construction
Farm
Machine
Simulator.
Parker 2022, or what's the one that I seen like Construction Machine Simulator 2022, so it gets confusing for people who aren't familiar with the actual product and the knockoff versions.
For real. Smitty on my chat is asking, how long have you been making content for?
Myself? Oh man, 2015 I think, 2015 or
Whoa,
2016. I gotta tell you though, I have had to battle with the editing software that I used to use for my mobile videos. Um, I was pretty consistent, and then one day, while saving a 2-hour long video that I worked on, the app said there's not enough storage on your phone to save this video.
Oh,
I was
no.
like, no way. So I dealt with that for a while. It really discouraged me. My PC wasn't strong enough. Then I moved, so I hit a lot of roadblocks. But I'm glad to see there's still people out here making content, enjoying the game. You'll find all kinds of videos on my channel, but it's not consistent enough.
Yeah.
And my editing
You've had
quality is like,
construction
that takes
simulator
like a
with,
week. Editing alone. But I need a good crew that I can actually get some good videos recorded on and then post that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna get more videos. I wanna start doing videos again because I've started just doing streams, but then
Yeah.
I found I don't have any time to make videos now because I'm streaming all the time. So I'm
Streaming I
thinking
find
on
is much
weekends,
easier for content, in my opinion.
It is. Instead of doing only an hour worth of content, I can do 2-3 hours worth of content.
Right.
I don't have to worry about editing, right? So.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize how much work goes into creating a video until you
Yeah.
do it yourself, and you could pump out a really quick video that's low editing and low production value, and that's fine. But do you feel good about your work? I mean, do you go back and watch it and go, "That's really good. I'm so glad I did that." Would you?
I don't even watch my stuff because I know it's not that good.
No, your stuff's fine.
Yeah.
But
Watch my
I've
stuff.
noticed
I
that
do
when I was competing with videos, when CS2 came out for mobile, and I was competing with people like CS2 fan or whatever his name was, I'm like, how is this guy pulling 50,000 views of video, and it's just an upload of him playing the campaign? There's no editing, there's no like post-production. And I met someone one day that said, to be honest, I prefer to watch the full playthrough rather than the chopped up edited version. I was like,
Yeah.
what? Really? You want to sit down and watch someone play a game for 2 hours? I would rather play the game for 2 hours. But there's people out there who like to watch it.
Like Brad's videos, like he has very minimum editing.
Yeah.
Brad M73, like he records an hour, puts his little intro on it, does like a little outro, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah,
And it's like,
sometimes
you know what?
sometimes simple sells. Sometimes simple's easy. But
Yeah.
I personally, and then sometimes you can overproduce too. Like my Escape from Granny's House. Have you ever played that horror game, Escape from Granny?
No, I've never played it, but my nephew is highly into Granny, so I know all
No.
of
Oh God, that just, ouch. My nephews. So I played
Yeah.
Granny on the mobile once, like 2016 or 2017, on the mobile, mind you, and it was frightening. I couldn't make it very far without like throwing my phone down. So once I got situated and I got the PC running and I was doing my live streams, I'm like, let me go back to Granny. Let me give this game a shot. Let me see if I can beat it, because I didn't get very far. And of course, I was getting absolutely frightened because the jump scares, and part of me, when I'm playing a horror game, part of my fear is losing. So if you see me screaming or getting frightened, it's really the fear of losing that is instigating that emotion for me.
Oh
Anyways.
my god.
So I had a video done where I did a lot of post-production, maybe too much post-production. And the video is called like Escape from Granny's The Final Night or something like that. It was the last time I was playing the game, and I spent like weeks editing and editing and editing.
Jesus.
Yeah, and when I look back, I'm like, that's way too much editing. I did way too much to it.
Yeah.
So there's
Like
definitely ups and downs to it.
Yeah, for gaming videos, I feel like minimum editing is best unless you're doing like, like a tip video or like a new update video, you know. But if it's like gameplay video, I feel like the less is better because for me, when I watch people's gameplay, I'm usually playing a game, looking at what they're doing, and then
Yeah.
trying to do the same thing. So it's like, I get why people like to watch people game because they watch it, then they do exactly what that person did.
Yeah.
So they can either progress in the game because they got stuck, or they just want to watch someone, you know, dig a hole for 3 hours.
Yeah, that's and more power to you if you want to do that. I honestly think if I'm gonna watch someone play a game all the way through, I want
What's
some
up, Chico?
commentary.
How are you?
Yeah, I want some commentary. I
Yeah,
want to hear like a
yeah,
conversation going on.
yeah, yeah. Those videos where there's nothing, like no commentating. I'm like, what's going on?
Right. Although I gotta tell
Like,
you,
so
there's
you're one of those people who have no commentating in your videos, and I'm like, buddy, if you're on console, just even go out and get yourself a cheap ass headset with a mic on it. Even that will be better than just no commentating.
yeah.
I guarantee it, buddy. Anything will be better for you.
You ask your
I've
chat
watched
real
some of
quick.
his
Let
live
the
stream, and he's got like no commentating, and it's just boring.
yeah.
Great.
Ask your chat if my volume's coming through all right, because I've noticed on some of my videos after they post, I sound like an angry drive-through manager at the window of a drive-through.
How's he sound, guys? Does he sound okay? One.
If I'm
1
blowing
to
your ears
5.
out, like let me know
How
so we
does
can
it
adjust
sound?
the volume now.
Oh no! Your volume, if anything, would have to go up. It's
Okay.
not too high at all.
Yeah, that's good. I'm not sure why this. These are Razer Kraken like headsets, and it can't possibly be the headset. It's got to be something on my side.
Oh, like a crackling?
I've been having issues with the headset ever since I got them, and I believed it was because the webcam is fighting for dominance over who gets to utilize my angelic voice in the videos. Whenever I'm
Oh,
looking at audio, it's saying, do you want to use webcam 101? Do you want to use webcam 108? Or do you want to use Kraken?
that's dumb.
Yeah, it was a real issue. Like I couldn't get my OBS to work. Like it was strange. Two webcams and this mic were all fighting for superiority.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one that has problems. Like sometimes I'm like, am I just dumb? Am I the only one having these kind of problems? Like, but then I hear other people having problems with OBS too, and I'm like, okay, it's just OBS.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of people.
Have you ever
Yeah,
tried to
I
use
think so.
Restream?
No.
So I tried to use Restream once, which I thought would be great, and this was early on in my live streaming. I thought it'd be great to be able to restream to my Facebook page, to my Twitch channel, and to my YouTube channel all at the same time. And I'm going about my stream, and I'm having a good time, and then one of my viewers goes, "Hey Gray, you're streaming a black screen," and I'm like, "What?" So
Oh, no.
so I go and look, and on my side, OBS is showing the game, everything's working just fine. And I go and look at the channels, and every single one of them has a black screen, and I'm like, "What is going on here?" So, yeah, I've always had some issues, but I've been semi-vigilant on creating content. I prefer to have fun, make some videos here and there.
Nice. Hey, do you have like a partnership with Astragon yet that you get referral links and shit?
I used to be pretty affluent with them, and then my Discord server, my Discord account, when I set up the two-factor authentication, locked me out of my own account.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I got a new phone. So when you get a new phone, you have to re-sign into Google Authenticator, and it's a whole mess of things. So I got a new account set up for Discord, and let the guys know at Astragon, hey, here's my new account. I'm all set up. They gave me the pillars again, the moderator for the Discord server, and then I went to authenticate my Discord account, and it locked me out. So I had to make a new Discord
Oh my
for a
god.
third time. Yeah, for a third time to get it authenticated. It's just a wild west mess. Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, Karsten and I still talk. I haven't heard from the developers, but I don't really bother them too much. I try to give them a lot of time in between reaching out,
Yeah.
you know.
I really only message Karsten because he's the only one I have any info about to
Yeah.
message. But,
He's a great community manager.
yeah. He really is. Like, anytime I've messaged him, it takes like only a few days and he's gotten back to me. So.
Yeah. We had a
Like,
wonderful
I found him on Discord. Oh my god! Like, he messaged me like a few minutes later on Discord.
yeah, he's very, very active. I'm not sure Waldy. I haven't spoken to Waldy too much, but I know he's kind of an active Discord um, community manager as well. Um, do you know Yvonne?
No.
Okay, so when CS2 was still pretty fresh, let me grab this one over here since it's closest to me. When CS2 was still coming out, there was no like forum on Steam for it, and there was no dedicated site for people to go to and talk about CS2, discuss ideas, share hints, things like that. So I made a website and had reached out to them and say, hey, can I make this website? You know, CS2 fan forum, yada yada. And one day I got an email on the site, hey, can we use your photos for our posting schedule on the Facebook page? And I was like, who is Yvonne? I thought it was like a joke. I'm like, who's Yvonne? That sounds like an old lady's name. Like, who is this? And I said, sure thing. So I kept in contact. And they took some of the photos that we were posting on the website, the fan forum page, and they posted it on the Facebook page. And I was talking to Karsten, I'm like, who's Yvonne? And I get a message from her again, and she's like, at the time, she's like in her 20s. She's really, really pretty, like Russian German girl. And she's part of the Astragon team too. She's really cool. She's been if you go to Gamescom, she's been at the venues, like showing people how to play Construction Simulator and stuff. Yeah, it's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snake Dog actually just recently got all that kind of stuff.
Oh, cool.
For the referral links and stuff. So I thought that was pretty
Nice, nice. Good for him.
cool. Yeah. It's awesome. Like, it's good to see, like, people that you've made friends with also moving forward in what they're doing. Like, it's awesome. Like,
Yeah,
this community that is here is so chill and laid back. Everyone's so nice.
These two buggers are going to need the large mobile crane.
Yeah, this is probably not going to reach it.
You could give it a shot. It's going to do some finagling. It won't look pretty, that's for sure.
I guess I can be thankful that they didn't add the damage materials in this game yet.
Yeah, no doubt.
Nope, they're too heavy for the crane anyway.
Oof.
So we probably don't need this tower crane anymore, right?
No, I think that's about it. If you wanted to
You
rent yourself another 300 ton, you could do that.
don't think the little one will reach?
No, the little one, I don't think it's strong enough, and I don't believe it'll reach. I had used the Sani crane that's equivalent to the 60 ton, and I was right out of range as well.
Really, the Zanny crane was out of reach?
Yeah, because I think it's the one that's about the same reach as the 60 ton, and I did grab the one that's the same reach as the 300 ton.
Yeah, because that's two different size. So.
Yeah.
I actually seen a video. I don't know who did it, but apparently the bear one is actually a little bit bigger than the Zanny one.
Yeah, there's some technical differences with the vehicles that I thought was interesting to discover, especially the Caterpillar 349F being the longest reaching and the fastest moving excavator of all the excavators.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, I was that was my same exact reaction. I was like, what, really?
Like, I knew like it had the biggest bucket capacity out of all the excavators.
Yeah. It's not listed as a feature, it's just discovered through gameplay. And it's
Oh.
clearly because Liebherr and Caterpillar are two of the biggest construction companies and probably purely competitors on that level. Of
Yeah.
course, Liebherr is a larger, much larger. I don't think Caterpillar even makes cranes, but Liebherr is much larger in the European market.
Yeah, I don't think Caterpillar makes it. What do you think the new brand is going to be?
Someone had posted a photo in our Discord channel when we were discussing it, and they're pretty spot on just by the photo. When we were doing the beta testing for this game, people were doing some data mining, and there was rumor during that time that the data miners had found Volvo vehicles inside the data mining. Now,
Oh, you hear that, Smitty? It's not a man, okay? It's not a man.
so when you data mine, you can find vehicle assets, you can find things that are built into the game's coding already.
Yeah.
Um, but it doesn't mean that it's actually going to be there later. It could always be removed. So with that said, we're still on the fence that it's Volvo, but someone posted a photo of a compactor that looked exactly like the one in the photo that they shared. And it starts with a V, I think, like Vortex or Vertex or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's some kind of construction company that I've never heard of. But I don't know if Volvo has a compactor that looks like that silhouette that's shared in that teaser photo, then you can bet it's a Volvo. But I think it's not going to be Volvo, unfortunately. Um,
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be Volvo either. Like,
yeah,
out of
that
all
would
the
be
companies,
great.
I don't think
But I mean, how many Volvo construction machines are there?
I know they do wheel loaders and excavators for sure.
Okay, but no compactors.
And they do backhoes.
Someone was telling me too that Volvo is actually the parent company of a construction company, another construction company.
Oh,
So I can't remember who it was or what they were telling me.
Hmm.
So yeah, if I could remember the name, I would tell you. But that's the most likely one.
Mid Dog says he'll bet $100 on that it's a man.
$100?
Yeah.
I have a tipping page. If you want to go to my YouTube.
Yeah, tip game.
If it's a man, I would be utterly stunned that they didn't add. I mean, because it even says like new vehicle, what? New vehicle model
Brand.
or
It says
brand?
brand.
Yeah, so new brand. It
Don't we
could.
already have a man, didn't it? Like,
Yeah,
man
of
in the
course.
game?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be a man, Smid. Maybe the last pack of the year, because we're getting a new machine pack at the end of the year. Maybe it's that one.
So what do you think a man machine pack would include?
I don't even know what I don't even know what it is. Like, I mean,
I mean, man trucks, in my opinion, is really just that, just trucks. Um,
unless I'm
we've
saying
already
it
had the
wrong.
Liebherr pack. That's one thing.
No, they don't show me that, man. It's road machine.
They have road machines as well.
That's what Smith is saying. He's saying that there's
Huh.
will not be a man. It's a man. Yeah, a man. We have a man in the game. What are you saying?
Ah man, ah man.
A man. A man. Or a man.
Maybe A man's new. I don't know. Maybe I've never heard of an A man.
What is this? What is this truck over here? Oh, we have man.
So A man something else.
I will have to Google it, Smitty, because you're hell bent on a man. Have you heard of the what was it? I found this new machine brand. It's Chinese, but they have like it's green and white.
Uh huh.
Oh, Zoom Line, I think it's called Zoom Line or something. They
Zoom.
have every type of machine. They have cranes, excavators, backhoes, dozers, skid steers, compactors, like everything that would fit in this game perfectly. So that's why I thought it would be that one, but, yeah, but guess not. Looks like the exact machine. And, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I tried looking it up. I can't find a man.
He spelled it Ammann.
That's so interesting.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, we just gotta speak to the architect. That brain dead man.
Next is going to be the real fun, which is all of the excavation, oil, dirt work, soil mechanics, soil works. Oh, the fun. All the fun stuff.
All of them.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to run around in the cutscene. Uh,
Wow, now that's an entrance.
yes.
Now that's a cool entrance right there, babe. So, Smiddock put a link in the chat there for a man, and I know exactly that brand now that he's saying, but they're literally just compact machines. So I don't know how they could make
Huh.
a brand new, like 7 machine pack with just
With just
soil.
compactors.
Yeah, just compact.
Huh.
Like on the site, they have like 7 different ones. It's like, really? That feels like a very lazy machine pack to bring to the game.
Yeah, and they are not about lazy, let me tell you.
Yo, what's up, Brad? What's up, King Golden? How's it going? Hey,
Oh, you know,
a bunch
seems
of
like
stuff.
my,
Really smidge because I could only find compact. Soil and asphalt compactors right there. Boom. Right on the main screen of their site. And they have single drum rollers. They have tandem rollers. They have those, like, with the 4 wheel kind of compactors. I don't see any other types of machines but compactors on this whole entire site. Oh, there we go. They have a training thing where it shows like an excavator and an asphalter, and then a few tiny little like the remote control compactor. I don't know, Smitty. Whatever your source is telling you that it's a no. Hold on. You gonna drive everything in there?
yeah, we're gonna get them right over here. I know we could start this next contract, this next campaign, but all of the
Yeah.
vehicles will be staged right here on the cement.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that campaign contract because side jobs aren't even showing up for me. I hate the side jobs in this game. Like, you'll do them, but then they'll still show up. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, I would love to see, I know it's too late for this game, of course, but I would love to see the next game where you have a map that, or a game type that, as you build or do these contracts, they permanently stay there, and you can basically complete the game.
Mhm.
In
Yeah.
CS14, it had it where once you completed the main campaign and you had built the city, oh, there we go. That's one way to do it. Where once you get the keys to the city, you could actually buy property, like you could buy land on the map and go in and actually construct your own like warehouses or homes. You could choose what kind of home was put there. You could choose like what the siding would look like, what the roof would look like. And they never brought that back for any of the versions, which is so wild.
Should I get another dozer?
I would get another bulldozer for sure. It looks like we had 2 excavators, 2 wheel loaders, pretty much 2 of everything. Oh, I love this. This Liebherr 230 is probably my favorite gravel truck now.
It's got a really low capacity though.
Yeah, she's a tiny one, but I just love the way it looks. It's just so rugged. All right, so when we're running the wheel loader, I'm sorry, when we're running the excavator, I have to change my joysticks to excavator mode. And when I'm running the bulldozer, I have to change it to bulldozer mode. Oh, it looks like I need to fix my pedals
Which
on that
one's the
side.
new Liberator? That's MIDI. Exactly. You are right. But 6 road machines. My sources, the audio video that they posted, getting audio for the machine. Yeah, Smitty, they made like before they came out with I think it was the JCB machine pack. They posted a video exactly what you're saying, taking sound from Bobcat machines though. So I get what you're saying. Like they might have posted a video of taking audio from a manned machine, but same thing when they came out with the JCB. You know, they were taking audio from Bobcat, but we haven't gotten any Bobcat in the game.
Oh man.
They are really good at being secretive. Astragon, like, they're so good at being secretive. Like, they could tell you what they're gonna do, but then they'll do something completely different, and you're like, no. I mean, Smitty. I mean, like they were doing machines that we don't have yet, like of Bobcats, like bigger excavators. I seen in a video they were doing the Bobcat telehandler even, which we don't have that machine either. So they were machines that I know for a fact that we didn't have in the game yet from Bobcat. So when's your birthday? You're talking about mine?
Uh-oh.
I guess if you like digging, damn it. Allie, my birthday is February 6th. If you must know. When's your birthday, Allie?
Hmm.
January 9th. Nice. Alfredo, you're February 19th. Tank Baby is in March.
What is going on here?
October 12th. Ooh, Smitty, yours is coming up in a few months. Nice. We're gonna have to do a birthday celebration, buddy. Do you want to put money on the machine bag? No, because I don't even have a guess. Like, I can't even guess what machine they would do. Like, it wouldn't be John Deere because the excavators and everything go down the exact same line as the Caterpillar does. So I don't think they would add John Deere to the game. December 30th. Very nice. Let's try this one. Not ripping. Yep, there's a heist. I seen that. I'm a little bit more worried about ripping this up.
Not sure why, but my vehicle's deciding to drive on its own, and I have to fix that real quick. For some reason, the joysticks got all messy. Like I keep having to check all my buttons and how they're set up. Let's see if that stops. I'm still what? Holy moly!
Oh no.
I am like checking everything right now. What is causing this vehicle to drive forward? Let's check the other one. There's nothing on. What is causing the vehicle to drive forward?
Yes, controls are all
Driving on
messed up.
tracks. Steer right. Yep. Okay, driving on tracks. Let me take this off. Steer right. Driving on wheels. Okay. Trigger. Trigger. Perfect. Okay, that looks right. Nothing. Okay, good. Oh, okay. Alright, and then why is this? Right stick up, left, okay. Right trick. Huh.
Need to go to bed soon. See y'all later. Have a good night, Tank Baby. Hope you have sweet dreams, buddy. On.
Yeah. So I wonder
It's
what
gonna
the
take
issue
a
is here.
lot of ripping. Well,
Oh. It's
I love him. Okay, Allie, I'll make sure I tell Nacho that I love him. Have a good night, Allie. Sweet dreams. Did you get your controls figured out, Wolf?
I'm still having an issue with it. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm just, like I said, I'm checking every single one. Nothing seems to have driving on tracks forward with anything I've selected. So I'm a little confused. What is activating the tracks to drive forward on their own volition?
Weird.
Yeah, I'm looking at arcade settings, looking at joystick settings, the wheels. Okay, so if we're going joystick left, joystick right, okay. Yes, alright. That looks right, that looks right. Everything looks good. Driving on tracks, yep. Throttle, brake, I don't do that. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. Ah, she's still driving on her own. And I can't. It's like it won't let me out of the vehicle because it won't stop driving. What in the world? I'm confused. I am utterly confused. Ah, yes. I love this. Let's see if she wants to drive on her own. Oh, there she goes, all on her own. I don't. Hey, do I have any control here? What's going? Oh no, come on. No control either. What is going on?
That's so lame.
Arcade.
Is it just the track machines?
I fear that it may not just be the track machines.
Uh-oh.
I'm looking right now at all the settings, and there is nothing.
So you should try the road grinder with the back ripper. Oh, yeah, it's true. Oh, nice! Wildfox? Wildfox put a command in the chat that puts people right to your channel, Wolf.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah. Fox is like, he has helped me so much setting up my Streamlabs and stuff with commands.
Nice, nice. I appreciate that. I need to back out and maybe see if that resets the issue, because there's literally nothing selected except for my settings for the tracked vehicles, and it's just driving on its own.
So weird.
Yeah, I'm trying to like get out of the. It's like the machines are possessed. I don't know what happened there. I updated my drivers on my wheel and pedal setup, and ever since then it's been very funky. See, this is doing just fine. Oh, hold on. Now the machine won't even drive. Hold on, let's go.
Oh! Wow. Wow. What are the odds of that?
What's up?
Spawning on top of an AI car.
Oh, nice.
I think that never ever happened ever. Like, ever. Yeah, man, that's gonna be cutting to a short for sure. I gotta write that down.
Okay, let's see if that fixed it.
So bad. Oh, nice. Fox is on your channel too.
Oh, thank you guys. We are in business now. I figured it out. I'm not sure why, but my pedals had changed from Axis 5 to Axis 6. Interesting. All right, Wrangler, let's go ahead and rent one of the rippers. Let's grab the what's a ripper that's not used very often?
I grabbed the Zanny one.
Oh, that's a good one. Perfect.
Yeah. I was using a dozer there for a second.
That's a little too slow, yeah?
Yeah, it was not wide. here. There we go. We'll just get it.
These moto graders.
Well, JJ, you said to do it, so I did it. Oh, right. I forgot to do that too.
Oh, you're good.
So,
Let's
there we
get
go.
this bad boy over there.
Foreman Wolf,
I've been promoted.
you have been.
Does that mean I have to have responsibility for when things go wrong on a construction site, or can I still pass the blame off to someone else?
We both could just pass it off.
We're
to somebody.
equally okay. We're equally responsible for choosing who takes the fall for our
Exact-
mistakes.
And we're gonna blame it on that architect guy because he seems like a good fall guy.
I don't think he's trying to get in the good graces of his father. I don't think it's a good idea.
Nah,
may-
let's throw him under the bus.
He may seek revenge on us later.
Oh, it does seem like the one that will track you down when you go to your cabin in the woods and murder you.
Yeah, I think he'll cut the brake lines in our construction vehicles.
For sure.
Position to make sure this button is still
I'm doing
activated.
the best I can.
There we go.
That's it,
So,
player.
do
I'm
you
ready
run
for
with
the
a keyboard and mouse, or do you run with a controller?
controller?
Nice.
The only game I've ever been able to play with keyboard and mouse was a game way back in the day called Czar, Burning Crown, and Jurassic World Evolution 2 are the only two games I can play with keyboard. Everything else, nope.
Yeah. If I had the expendable income and your whereabouts, I would send you a pedal with wheel and the Thrustmaster TC 16000s because
Okay.
it is an absolute joy to play this game with two joysticks, pedal and wheel, and then
Yeah,
have
and
all
I
of
think it feels
your
like you're really using machines.
yeah, and all of your buttons, like, you know, automatically dropping the ripper, turning on the lights, all that stuff, just at the push of a button.
Alfredo, I have watched Sawyer, thank you very much. Have you watched Sawyer? Huh? Have you? Do what you preach, boy. That's the Alfredo sauce.
Alfredo sauce is my favorite sauce.
There you go, Alfredo. Wolfie likes you.
Such an interesting machine that we don't get to use very often.
It's true. The only time I ever see this machine in real life is going down the country roads by my house to fix the shoulders.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of them while they're doing the road construction here, the heavy highway construction. And I used to see them in the country roads in northern Michigan. But in CS, in Construction Simulator, we barely ever really get the opportunity to use this thing.
Yeah, that's true. I know I used this on the airfield for the runway.
Yep. I'm glad that it has a special place on this campaign as well.
Yeah, that's true. This is like the perfect machine for me.
I feel like the only thing I'm missing is like a seed dibbler.
That's speed, maybe?
Yeah, plant some seeds.
Oh,
I feel like we're raking out, you know, seed lines or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Cultivating the field.
Yeah.
I was gonna do Farm Simulator today, but then I messaged you to see what you were doing, and then you said you were free, so I was like, yeah, I'll do some construction simulator. I want to finish this stadium anyway.
I'm gonna slide up right beside you real quick here.
Yes.
All right, let's roll.
Boom. actually screenshot it. Where? Where else do I need to do it? Huh?
I know the corner,
Where
and I
else?
couple spots there. I almost feel like you could take that bulldozer and push that soil and have the ripper down at the same time to finish that spot.
Yes.
What do you think?
I'll grab that little one and do that.
Okay.
I really feel like I'm playing Farm Simulator, especially with my hat that I'm wearing.
Oh yeah, your character.
I don't even know. I've wanted to play Farm Simulator since probably like 15, maybe 17. Farm Simulator.
Wow. Why haven't
Yeah,
you?
but I never. I don't know. I just never played it. I never purchased it, I guess. And then Epic Games had it for free, so I was like, all right,
Wow.
I'll do
Free.
it. And then, yeah, I'm a farmer now.
I
Me and Jason, what's better? Yeah, go ahead.
I never really was into the farming, and for a long time I had to compete with a lot of people comparing the greatness of Farming Simulator over Construction Simulator, and it's kind of rough being a diehard Consim player and having to compete with people constantly comparing Farm Sim to Construction Simulator. So I never really got into or was on the bandwagon for Farm Sim. And then one day, I think it was FS19 was on Xbox Game Pass. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to see what all the hype is about, and I'm going to stop being a hater for no reason and just see. And I liked it instantly. I was like, wow, the graphics are great on this game. I like that you can set the machines to do their own work. You know, you don't have to manually mow your field. You can have the
I wish
fields
the dump
tilled.
trucks in this game had that. Like, that's the only machine that I would want that on. Like, dump trucks with a road job. That's it.
Yeah. You know, one fascinating thing I learned as well while doing the stadium with one of our members is you can do the road jobs, all three parts of that. Yeah, all three parts, all at the same time.
Yeah, I was in that chat, I think, too, when we were talking about that.
I was blown away. I did not.
Yeah.
I did not even think to do that.
Yeah, it makes sense. Because all 3 meters are there, right? So you just need 3 people to be able to do it. That would be cool to see. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Having a grinder grinding and then a paver right behind it.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you had 4 people on, you could have 1 people on the dump truck, 1 person in the mill, 1 person in the paver, and 1 person in the compactor.
Yes. That'd be so cool. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Oh, that'd be so cool. Oh. Okay. So apparently.
We're at 82. There's gotta be somewhere we are missing.
Apparently, when I have the plow down, it ruins the ripper.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It levels out the
because
ripping?
everywhere I just had my plow down, it's just all red now. It's
Huh.
like ripped. Is it ripped?
So much for that idea. The updated soil mechanics, I cannot gush over enough. They did such a great job with that. Such a tiny little feature that made such a big deal.
Which one?
So they updated the soil mechanics in the game, where before you could get easily stuck on a pile of dirt with your tires.
Yeah.
And they fixed it so that the dirt will actually shift beneath your tires. And then if you put diff lock on, which is another little neat feature they added, you can really
even
get
tell us
yourself
about this.
unstuck.
What is that?
Oh, I know. When they did announce until the day of that crossplay was enabled, I was like, no way. The one thing that they needed that, besides mods, and they didn't even tell us, they just, hey, by the way.
Yeah. Just like the flashlight on the character?
Yeah, right? The flashlight,
This is what I mean. They're so secretive. So
Yeah,
it's like
I love it.
you're definitely throwing us into a loop with the whole taking audio from a man. You know, like it just I don't know. It's gonna be something else.
Yeah.
What machine pan? I don't know. Like I don't know what machine brand it would be, but they're tricky. They're tricky.
Yeah, they're such a hardworking team. I'm curious to see. Well, I know Team 17 acquired Astragon under their umbrella, and I'm curious to see what Team 17 is going to bring to the Astragon publishing. Like if they're going to allow them to have more assets, or if they're strictly just there as like a company that's looking to invest into what Astragon's built and kind of take a piece of the pie, or what they're looking to do, you know.
You know, I think FS, like Farm Simulator, I think those games are so good because Giant literally only focuses on that one game, so their
Yeah.
whole team is focused on making that one game absolutely the best thing that they could make.
Yeah. The
That
other
makes so much
advantage
sense.
to Farm Sim, which I wasn't aware of until we had this interview with the publishers and developers, Farm Sim has its own engine.
Oh,
So
it has its own engine. in
it's
it.
got its own engine, and that's why they're able to create moderating tools and all that stuff for mods to be able to make modders to be able to make mods and stuff like that. So
So
they
much so.
they run their own engine. I wished that Construction Simulator was not stuck to Unity. I would
Yeah.
love to see Construction Sim on Unreal.
Oh my god, can you imagine this
Oh
game on
God.
Unreal?
Oh my God.
Woo!
I almost feel like
Unreal 5?
somewhat, yeah. That would be a $60 game easy.
This would be real construction. This would be real construction.
Oh, it would
This is on
blow
Unreal Engine
away
5?
everything.
Oh my god. Have you seen the gameplay for FS25? Holy
FS25?
yeah!
Oh my God, no, I haven't.
You don't know?
Okay,
You don't
so
know?
I haven't. I think I played a total of 5 minutes of FS19. Like I said, it was free on Xbox Game Pass. I wanted to just toil a little bit and see what it's all about. It just didn't capture me enough. It wasn't what I was
Yeah.
looking for. I'm not really into farming equipment. I'm really into
Fair
construction
enough.
equipment. But I did like what it was doing. I did like what it features. If I see FS25 and it looks hot, it looks good, you can bet your butt I'm gonna try to jump the fence and see what it's all about. See what's going on over
Oh,
there.
yeah. They're adding rice to the game.
Rice?
Farming. Yeah, rice.
Wow. Like rice
Yeah.
paddy farming?
Yeah, like JJ, what kind of rice are they adding again?
Like
JJ,
jasmine rice or
Like it's Asian, like what they grow in China.
yeah. So I'm just imagining like rice paddies. I mean, I can't imagine. Is that like manual labor?
No, they have a machine.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I'm
And they're
uncultured,
adding
clearly.
new animals too. Like, oh my god.
One thing that I did take from Farm Sim that I think is superior to Construction
Long
Sim
rice. Long
is
rice.
the management aspect of it. I feel like you get more options for managing a company with Farming Sim that I would love to see in Construction Sim.
Yeah. Like you can do a lot of production stuff in Farm Sim. Which is pretty cool. I like that aspect. Where like you take your wheat or your grain and you can make feed for the animals, you know?
Yeah,
I think it'd be cool if in Construction Simulator you can demo a place, but then recycle some of the material that you demoed from the old building, you know? I feel that would be cool.
oh yeah, here's the fun part. The bulldozer.
Why wouldn't we remove this when we're doing all that? Like, that makes no sense. So JJ says long rice and wet rice are the rices
Interesting.
that they're adding to the game.
That's so interesting that rice would be such a big feature for a game, but I assume that when you played Farming Sim so much, you've kind of seen it all.
Yeah. So apparently with 19, can't remember exactly. There was like a main focus to 19. Then with that, in 2022, they took the main DLC from 19 and made that the main focus of 2022.
Okay.
So, what was it? So, like with the DLCs in 2022, there's like a logging one,
Yeah.
like a logging DLC where there's like a map just mostly all forestry and stuff.
Yep.
That's just gonna be like base game
For 25?
Yeah.
See, that would capture me. I'm not into farming, but I would definitely be into logging. The logging machines look cool. The only thing that scares me in the fact that I just don't want people to move away from construction sim. The one thing that would scare me is if farming sim started to become construction simulator, where there's like a
if they
heavy
start doing,
emphasis
like,
on earthworks and things like that.
Yeah. I mean, Farm Simulator captures me because they have so many different machines. Like, the machines themselves got me interested, but then when I found out that there's all these different attachments for, like, the telehandlers and stuff, I'm like, that's what I wanted in Construction Simulator. Like,
Yeah.
it's so cool. And then, so, yeah, like, the logging DLC in FS22, like, there's machines, like, logging machines and, like, logging production. That's just going to be in the base game of 25, which I think that's cool that they do that. Like, they take the really hot DLC from the previous game and just kind of make it the base of the next game.
Yeah.
FS25 is definitely that. And the partnership with Giants sounds really cool too. Like, if you only do Farm Simulator on your channel, you get a bonus in like your partnership pay.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
with JJ, he gets a kickback. Like, what was it? 20 cents you said JJ you get for every purchase using his code. For
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
I had that
if you have a
same
channel
partnership with Construction Simulator.
oh, nice.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing was that I moved, and my internet situation at the beach was terrible. I couldn't do anything with it. But that's cool, man. I'm glad to hear that. Drill it. I mean, I'll buy it. I'll use your code and give you that 20 cents, buddy.
There you go. Yeah.
I'll support
you.
you.
Get someone else who can use your code.
Absolutely. And
So
I'll
you
direct
start
people
at
your way.
40%. If you only do Farm Sim, you start at 5%. So yeah, if your channel only is Farm Simulator, you start at 5% like kickback on every code used.
That's cool.
That's pretty good. And I'm like, you know what? I will start a second channel just for Farm Simulator. I will call it Farmer Rex. And
Farmer Rex, there you go.
my banner picture will be a T-Rex driving a tractor, and in the background will be all farm fields and stuff. And my profile picture will be a T-Rex head with a piece of hay sticking out of its nose.
There you go. I like that. I like that.
I got this planned out. Like, let's go.
I think I would definitely give Farm Sim 25 a shot. And I would probably just keep my same channel. You know, Trail Construction.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I won't have the helmet decal in Farm Sim 25. I haven't made any content for Farming Sim at all.
Yeah, they won't.
That was a huge surprise to me too when they told me that. I was like, what?
Yeah, for Construction Simulator?
Yeah, I was
No.
blown away.
Because, like, the only other people that I know that have it are, like, the big YouTubers, like Raptor, Brad, Squirrel.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
When they had PAX East in Boston, they were trying to work out having me come up there to be on the panel, and they instead went with Raptor.
Yeah.
And when I was watching it, I was telling the people, I was like, you know, you guys, it all worked out because I ended up being at the Renaissance Fair with the sword fighting group. So I was, you know, every Saturday and Sunday I was out there in the fields fighting. But when I was watching the feed, the footage, I was like, man, he just doesn't seem excited at all for this game. Like, it's really a shame that they went with him. You know, he's got a bigger audience, sure, but he doesn't really bring any
Yeah.
excitement to Construction Simulator.
No, I've watched his streams. All of his streams are the same. He
Like
really
low
shows
energy.
Yeah, no emotion at all.
It's weird.
Yeah, he just wears sunglasses and he just like no emotion.
Yeah. I think he's.
JJ says it goes 3579, and if you're exclusive, you can get 11% at the top of things.
Nice.
I think they have another tier that might be 13%, but he's not 100% on that one.
He's not
And he
100% on
said-
it.
Yeah,
funny.
but he says that'd be a huge help if you could use his code.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah. Which I think he linked them all on his recent Farm Simulator video. But, yeah, I've watched a few Raptor streams.
There seems to be more, like, there's more excitement in his title than there is in his actual demeanor.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's just burnt out and going through the motions now, or has
Yeah,
he
'cause
always?
has, like, what, like 1.5 mil people? Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like in his stream, and like everybody was like he did not even notice me at all. He was only literally saying anybody that had either a blue name or a green name because they were either a member or a moderator. I
Yeah.
was like, I get it. You got like over 100 people in your chat right now. You gotta make sure you're like talking to like the main people that support the channel, but you also gotta try to talk to the little people too. Right?
Yeah.
Got nowhere. And like the one person that was a member, they're like, yeah, like he won't notice you unless you have a membership. So
Huh.
don't even try. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
You know, like I thought, oh, he's a dinosaur. I'm a dinosaur. I think that'd be dope if we did like some sort of collab. The stream I watched was Construction Simulator. I was like, yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
So, I was trying to like reach out to him, but everyone was like, nah, like, you're too big for me. Fuck off."
Yeah, I had the same instance when I reached out to Rap. I was like, hey, buddy, and I'm a small-time content creator myself, but I just mainly do construction stuff, and I would love to get together with you and do a stream together, a co-stream. Same with Brad, 73 or M73
Oh
or
yeah,
M8.
he doesn't do anything with anybody, Brad.
Yeah, I was shocked. I was like, yo, I'm kind of a small guy, you're a small guy. I'm pretty close to the developers and the publishers, and I know. He's like, yeah, you know, I'll let you know. And then he's like, yeah, I don't really deal with anybody. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I've never seen him even stream. I think maybe one time I've seen him stream. Mostly he just puts out videos.
I'm all about supporting anyone, even if even if I had like a million views or a million followers.
There's enough YouTube to go around. Like how many people are in the world? There's definitely enough people to go
Yeah, I think your channel is going to grow to the point where it supersedes mine. You know, you're constantly making content and got a great opening, a great personality. Consistency is definitely key.
Consistency I have found is definitely the key to succeeding on YouTube.
Yeah.
Anybody who asks me, so what's your biggest advice? I say two things. Consistency and just have fun. If you're not having fun, then you shouldn't be doing this because it's going to turn into a job and you're going to hate your life, just like how you hate your life right now with the job you have. So make it not a job. Make it something that you enjoy doing, like it's just a hobby.
Yeah, that was my mistake. I turned this into a job. I made it so that I had to make a video. I had to do post-production. I had to, you know, I felt like there was a lot of pressure to live up to the fans and the publishers and developers. And every time I would log into Construction Sim, it's like I didn't have fun. I was more or less making sure that other people were in my lobby having fun, or or I was making content, and I took away the joy for myself. But I'd be in the middle of like working at my desk at work or driving down the road, and I would just get the sudden urge to want to play Construction Simulator.
Yeah, I get that urge all the time. for SnowRunner, for this game, and now Farm Simulator.
Yeah.
I get that urge. If I'm watching anybody playing it during the day and I'm at work, I'm like, I'm just thinking about what I'm gonna do on my stream or my video.
Yeah.
And like that part, that's what has kept it fun for me. Thinking of like, oh, what am I gonna do for like this, or like, what am I gonna do for that?
Yeah.
How am I gonna build this truck for SnowRunner, or which machine am I gonna use for this build on console? That aspect has kept it fun for me. But when I was starting to focus on the numbers, like really like, oh, I have this many subscribers, oh, I have this many views, oh no, this video only has this many, like.
Yeah, that'll
when
take it
starts
away
doing a
from
good
you.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta focus on the fun of the game. Like, just the fun. It's fun. Because really the reason I started doing this was I got sick and tired of playing video games and something cool happening in it, no one else seeing it. How is it still all red?
I think we have to remove the second layer now.
That's why I like using the wheel loader. Like, it might take a long time and be a pain in the ass, but it moves it all at once.
It's just the some of the soil in between our passes. Maybe these edges as well. So your favorite license is Doosan?
I just use Doosan because the majority of machines are the biggest ones. Like the
Yeah.
wheel loader, I know that's the biggest one. The dump truck is second biggest. Well, some lists I find the dump truck Doosan is the biggest, and other lists I find the Doosan is behind the Kenworth, and I'm like,
The Kenworth?
which is it, man? The Kenworth, yes. I found 3 to 4 different lists that were putting the Kenworth first on biggest dump truck. And I'm like, I don't know how.
What?
Yeah, yeah. And I found like I was trying to find like the most recent list too, and yeah, they're saying Kenworth. I was like,
That's a hot take in my opinion. I would have assumed the Sani is bigger than the Doosan if anything was bigger, but we've all found out the Sani is not.
Yeah,
The Sani is an
makes no
imposter. That's an imposter dump truck.
sense. Exactly. You're like, man, this thing's huge, and then you start filling it. I was like, wow, it took 2 scoops and that's
Yeah, yeah. Put more
that was
soil
a
in the
bad
back of the man flatbed than I put in the back of that thing.
It feels like it. You're not wrong. I don't know what happened with that zany dump truck.
You know, people wanted that kind of dump truck too for a long time, and I was happy to see that it was actually being released finally.
And it's all,
Not really my type of dump truck that I would like to see, but
yeah.
you know, I was glad to see that people had the option finally. And then I was also disappointed not only by the fact that the soil drops out of the back of it, but it's
Yeah.
just not, it's not the scale that you would assume that kind of
No,
dump
you
truck to
think it would
be.
be like the biggest one.
Yeah,
Like the Doosan with the Caterpillar excavator, I've done, I think, 10 scoops with the excavator.
wow.
And then with the Kenworth, it's around the same as well. So I'm like, those lists that I've read, I'm like, okay, I kind of believe it, but like, what about the Caterpillar dump truck? Like, that takes almost the same capacity, just like the Bell dump truck. Like
Right.
the Doosan, the Bell, and the Caterpillar, those 3 are definitely like the biggest dump trucks you can get. The best, in my opinion, the best one to spread gravel I have found is the Mack truck, the Mack dump truck.
Someone,
Just the way it spreads it, it's just so even and fluid.
someone told me the same thing. While we were dumping all the sand and gravel for this job here with the Bell dump trucks, and we were wasting a lot of money on it too. He's like, you know, I just usually use the Mack granite, and it spreads the sand really, really well, the gravel really, really well. So we'll definitely have to do that in this game here, because I want to save your viewers the eyesore of watching your money disappear.
Yeah. You know what? I am pretty impressed with myself not going bankrupt or even needing to take out a loan because I started this stadium with a
Yep.
fresh new
Account?
European save.
Nice.
Yep. So only started with $100,000 and I jumped right into it at high job scope.
Nice. It's
Yep.
expensive too. The materials, I think, for the first stage is like 70,000.
Yep. And I nailed it.
Nice.
Like doing that first job set me up to succeed the rest of the time.
Nice.
Renting machines, pulling all-nighters. So that
Pulling
I get the
all-nighters.
maximum- Yeah, pulling them for the most amount of time with the rented machines.
Ah, oh yeah, yeah,
Collecting
okay.
all my dirt, collecting all my dirt and stuff. Like,
It's great too. The gravel plant's like right here. So for those like completionists, the realists who do not do the quick dumping and drive to the gravel plant.
oh, I wasn't even doing the quick thing either. I was literally driving to the gravel plant to get more money that way too.
Yeah.
I was doing everything to possibly get me money so I wouldn't go bankrupt, and I'm at 6.2 mil, so I did something right.
I somehow managed to have to take a loan out on one of my American Map accounts. We started
Oh,
a fresh
no.
we had started a fresh start, and we did a four-man team, high scope airfield, and we were doing pretty good. The first mistake was when I bought a compactor instead of renting it. So then I
Oh,
sold
no.
it back because I couldn't, I needed the money. So I lost 30K there,
Yeah.
and we were getting to the point where we had to like pour gravel, and we had the dump trucks filled up, and we were driving back to the site, and two of the guys started getting froggy with each other and tipped their trucks over the side of a mountain, and that was
Oh,
40K
no.
gone. And
Oh,
yeah, so
no.
when we got to the concrete part, we ran out of money to do the rest of the concrete job. So I had to take a loan out to finish the job, yeah. Yeah, it was painful. All right, telehandler time.
Oh, yeah, there's no crane for inside here, is there?
No. A lot of telehandler or mobile crane, or you use the excavators quite often.
We can definitely get a telehandler.
The soil too. I would dump the soil off to the side because it's gonna have to get pushed back in. We have to backfill these holes once we're done with them.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
save you money. Just keep the soil on site.
Alright. Oh, I already have a truck here. Sure. Look at that. Beautiful. Booyah.
I like how there's like one thing of rocks on the other truck.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah,
It could have totally fit in this truck too.
yeah, I could have.
Wow. Wow.
I
I
like
didn't even notice that.
I like the color of your truck here. This gray on gray looks really good.
Right? Looks. Oh, it's over there. I guess I gotta go back to that shop and get me that last bag of soil. Which brand do you like to use most?
I don't. Well, that's a good question. I really do enjoy the JCB telehandler. I
Yeah.
really enjoy the new Liebherr 756. And when it comes to excavators and wheel loaders, I used to use the JCB wheel loader often. Before that was Caterpillar quite often. But the Sani, and it's just they look so good. I love the way the Sani excavator and wheel loader look.
Yeah, they do look really nice.
It's just so
Just like
rugged.
how the paint looks and like the logo too looks really cool. With
Yeah,
the red and the yellow.
I love the way that the buckets look. They remind me of the kind of excavators and wheel loaders I used to see as a kid.
Mm,
And my new favorite gravel truck, of course, is the new Liebherr 230.
yeah, I love the look of the new LeBaire truck. It looks so nice. Did you want to use the Doosan excavator, or we got the LeBaire one here too?
Get the Liebherr one?
Yeah.
Let me see where she's at.
Oh, where's this?
What is it? Is it 36 or 56?
I
Looks
think
like
it's
a 56.
yeah, it's
56, okay.
nice. Should I get a telehandler?
Yes.
There you go.
I love the telehandler. Ah.
Alfredo, nice. Like and bulldoze this sub button. I think what you meant to say there, Alfredo, is what do I say to it? Wait, which telehandler do you like? The JCB?
Yeah, the JCB, the Liebherr. Yeah, I love the JC. I love the JCB vehicles. I'm glad that they had that pack come out. And I
Yeah.
was a basic bitch for those machines. But the Sani, I didn't know what Sani was. And then one day we were doing the new DLC map, the spaceport. And someone had a Sani, and I'm like, let me just check these out. Let me see what these machines are all about. Let me see what they look like. I know people don't like them. People are hating on them. But let me see, because it's a new machine, and I got to give all the machines some love. And I love the way the bucket looked. It's the bucket that got me, and the rugged exterior design, where the Liebherr is nice and smooth. The other ones are so symmetrical, like cut like a diamond, just masculine to me. The Liebherr is more feminine. It's very smooth, rounded edges.
Totally get what you're saying. Yeah, that makes that's exactly how you describe those machines. Perfect. No. Yeah,
Gotta get a little bit away. It's kind of a big range. All right, now we're ready.
come on, cars, get out of the way.
You know, if you hit them fast enough,
They just disappear.
I'm so glad that they made it so that you can actually hit the vehicles in this game and they go flying. Um,
Yeah, it's
and like CS14, when you hit a car, it was like a dead stop, like a wall.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And sometimes you would get CS14, you would load it up, and sometimes you wouldn't even have traffic, and that's just the way the game was. And other times you would have traffic. Yeah.
I'll see you later, Alfredo. Have a good night, buddy.
Ciao, Fredo. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for the support as well. So you're in Canada?
Yes, sir.
Nova Scotia or Quebec?
No, Ontario.
Ontario. Ah, okay. How's your summer so far? Is it pretty hot?
Yeah, it's actually been humid as hell, man. But you know what? I'll take the hot over the cold any day. I
Yeah.
know it's weird for a Canadian to say that, but I like
No.
snow, but I don't like cold. If I could take just snow and no ice, or cold and just snow, I would do that every year.
I would definitely. I prefer a nice warm over cold for sure. Heat doesn't bother me as much as sunshine does. I'm like a vampire. As long as I got sunscreen on, like I'm golden, I'm good. But if I don't have sunscreen on and I'm out in the sun, like I am miserable.
Then you're back. What's up, Woody? Got a thunderstorm going on there, man?
Oh, lucky dog. Love thunderstorms.
We had just like torrential downpour here today.
Yeah?
It's so bad. I had my wipers fully on my truck and I still can.
Oh yeah, we've had some rainstorms like that down here, man. People get kind of nuts when they're driving. It's like they forget how to drive. And then you got other people who get absolutely terrified of the rain, so they like slam on their brakes and turn their blinkers on, and it's like, bro, don't. I understand you putting your hazards on, but you're confusing me. I don't need hazards. Like,
I don't do that.
just, just drive and keep your foot on the brake so I can see your brake lights. That's all I need. Okay, somehow I got far away from the pole there.
Oh yeah, JJ, did you have a big storm too? Nice. Everybody having a big storm.
You know what I miss? I miss northern Michigan storms. I miss those lake effect thunderstorms.
Yeah, that's what I was having here in Lake Effect.
Like down here in Florida, you get a storm, it comes in, and then before you get a chance to like grab your coffee and sit down and enjoy it, it's over with.
Wow, really?
Yeah, they're quick. You'll have storms down here where like it'll be raining really hard and the sun's out at the same time.
Oh yeah, that happens up here too.
I've had it where it was raining on one side of the street and not the other, and I really thought that that was a joke someone said one day, but I actually witnessed it because you could see the line in the street where one side was wet and the other side wasn't.
Yeah, I've had that too.
Freaking wild.
It was nuts. The one day I was going to pick up my buddy to hang out, and it was like pissing down at my house. Like, couldn't see the house across the street how bad it was raining. And I was like, dude, like we should chill at your house. Like it was pissing here. He's like, oh man, it's sunshine. I'm looking outside. I see blue skies everywhere around me right now.
Yeah.
You are crazy. I'm like, I'm not crazy. I start driving towards his house, and maybe like 5 minutes down the road, I get to a stop sign, and perfectly where the stop sign line was soaking wet, and then right past it was dry. Like
Yeah.
dry. Rain didn't even touch it, and I'm like, that's the weather machine. They're controlling the weather.
That's a weather machine.
That's the weather machine.
But,
No way can it be that precise.
when I was the worst thing for me when I was riding the motorcycle was turning down a road. It's all sunshine and nice out, and you turn down a road, and at the end of the road, all you can see is a gray wall. And you know that's just a wall of rain that you're about to drive into.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's the worst. You're like at a red light and everyone's in their vehicles, like just, you know, dry as can be, and then you're out there sopping wet, and all you can really do is like, splash your feet in the puddles and just pretend that you're, cheery. You're like, oh yeah, ho hum, this is no problem at all.
I'm having a blast.
Yeah, exactly. Can't see on my visor. I don't have windshield wipers on my visor, but I'm okay.
Having such a good time out here. How many trenches do we have to dig?
A lot. You're gonna definitely want to bring your excavator in here because we're gonna be doing a lot of trench digging.
I really like the look of the Doosan excavator too. I think it looks really nice.
Yeah, I like that the way it looks too. I thought that I was gonna really enjoy the orange, but I got tired of it quickly.
It's so like its tracks look so wide too. It looks wider
Yeah.
than the other excavator.
It gives off the appearance that it's gigantic. Like the wheel loader, of course. I've done a wheel loader video, and the Doosan's big.
Yeah, the Doosan's definitely the biggest excavator. I mean, wheel loader. Yes. Like the Caterpillar is close, but it's still a little bit smaller than the Doosan wheel loader. I'm going to the gym again tomorrow. Gonna be sweaty hot again. Nice thing. Pump the iron.
I don't know how to do anything but pump the iron. I can count up to 135. when I only count in plates.
Only count when I get set. 1, 2, 3.
I can only count up to 10. Then I restart again.
Start again. You only need to do 10.
Get that pump in.
Yeah, me and Zing are gonna become meathead gamer bros.
Nice.
Yeah. We're going to the gym. I got my home gym. It's gonna be a good time.
Good deal. Yeah, fitness is super important when you start to get older. Like, fitness is all about keeping that body in good shape so that you can live longer and just feel better living longer too.
Yeah, I don't even care if I live past like 75. It's just I want to be able to make it to the bathroom without shitting my pants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing that I'm worried about is not being mobile enough to make it to the bathroom.
Could you imagine giving that as a response to a fitness trainer when you sign up at a gym? So, what's your fitness goals? I don't want to shit my pants. Okay, well, so, what do you think we could do to prevent that? Well, let's do a lot of quads. Lots of quads, lots of squats.
Let's do a lot of mobility exercises.
Yeah,
keep
let's.
hips and legs going, huh?
Uh-oh. My tank's almost running out. I'm gonna go grab the machine and get her filled back up. Running low on gas.
Oh, do we need the service car?
Yeah.
I got it.
Service.
Service with a smile. You can't see it, but
You can't see it, but I'm smiling.
I'm smiling and waving. Nacho! What the hell did I just click into? You clicked into construction simulator, battery that me, and the book name.
Welcome, 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 welcome.
Nacho I discovered when I was trying to find tips on farm sim. Found him and I was like, this guy's hilarious. And he has an adorable dog named Nacho.
Aww.
Obviously, a friend of a dog is a friend of mine. Am I close enough?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
You both at the same time.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can refuel and repair at the same time. You
Oh,
just have to hold the
nice.
buttons. Yeah.
I'm kind of I'm of the opinion that once my machine gets dirty, I just leave it dirty. I'm such a bad player that way. I'm like, no, 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 no. I know it's gonna cost me maintenance fees. I know. I worked hard for this dirt.
It'd be. I feel like it would get repetitive and annoying, like real quick. But I feel like it would be kind of cool to be able to clean a machine. You know, like
Yeah,
a power
as an
washer.
option.
Yeah.
All right, you see those trenches over there?
What? Might not be so many.
It's gonna be like that over and over again. Um, I cannot recall which side. Actually, just dump the soil on any side because we have to backfill these holes in after we lay the pipe.
I'm gonna win.
I just kicked into fifth gear. I'm hauling now.
I really, really want to do a video on which machine is the quickest
I was like,
and which one's slow.
I was Paul Walker there for a second. I hit the NOS and I was gone. All right, so let's see. Do it that way.
These are little tractors, right? Just tiny little thin ones.
When we were doing it, we thought it'd be a great idea to use the backhoes for this. Big mistake.
Yeah, that would
Oh,
take forever.
jeez, no Pete's.
Like, I feel like we need more little jobs, like smaller jobs.
I
that we
feel the
can
same
use
way.
The little,
I feel like the small machines don't get much love because these contracts
they
all
need
require
small
such
jobs, so we can
huge
use, like, little, like,
machines.
bobcat and shit. 'Cause you're not gonna want to use some small machine for this job. It's too small. Yo, Tate is back. What's up, Tate? Coming back. I messaged Karsten and mentioned to him that I would be totally honored to do a voiceover if there was any opportunity to do that.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
That'd be dope. That'd be so cool. Back in like grade 7 or something, there used to be a show on YTV called The Adrenaline Project. It's basically like the kids' equivalent to Survivor. You know, they would do these games that were like physically demanding, and they had like their teams, and at the end of every episode, whichever team lost the challenge would have to vote somebody out. And at the end of every episode, they would say, if you want to become part of the Adrenaline Project, submit your name and address and a quick little why would you pick you, and you might get your name picked and you could join the show. And it was grade 8, actually. This was grade 8.
Yeah.
So it was close to grade 8 graduation, and we were about to go for our grade 8 graduation, like school, like end of the school year trip, right? And some guy from the show called me on that Friday, and he's like, "Hey, we want you to come in this weekend for like an interview to talk, see, to talk and bringing you onto the show. We read your profile, and you sound like a great candidate for the show. What do you think?" And like literally, I looked at my mom and dad. I was like, "Don't I have like?" I was like, "No, I'll do the show. Like, will you drive me to Toronto? Like, let's do it." And my mom was like, "But you have your grade 8 like trip this weekend. You're gonna regret missing that." Honestly,
You would have done the show. Yeah.
I would have done that show 10 times over. If I had an opportunity 100 times to go back and play that opportunity, I would take it every single time.
Yeah.
Because he's like, "Oh yeah, well, don't worry. Like we can give you a call on Monday if that works." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Never heard anything back.
Yeah,
Making
they were
a
probably
point
like, all right.
then, Yeah.
It's an opportunity, man. It only comes once.
Yeah. You gotta grab it by its balls when it comes, man. Never let go.
They're always looking for kind of unique personalities too. I don't know if it's the case for this show that you're telling me about, but I know like when it comes to reality TV shows, they're always looking for like
Yeah.
you got to have some kind of a personality that they can make TV out of. I'm a slow digger.
It's all that spaceport by myself.
Oh my God, yeah. Anyone that's done spaceport, oh, alone, God bless you.
On high job scope.
Oh my God, I've seen some of the photos that people have done in our construction Discord channel. People were posting their timeline or time lapses of it. One guy was posting for like 2 weeks straight images of just digging out the foundation.
Yeah, man.
I love digging, but man, that would I
That
would have
ruined
to get.
me on digging, man.
Yeah,
I
I
don't want to dig
would.
anymore.
I knew that doing that would make me not want to play the game for a long time, and I was like, let me not do that to myself. I love this game way too much to burn myself out on it. You know, I already turned it into a job by trying to make it content creation instead of just having fun with it.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm gonna do it even more to myself with that. No way. Oh, that was beautiful. Look at that. It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Going
get
from
that
the
side
spaceport to this.
on the left side as well. I'm gonna dig out that
Oh,
trench.
nice. Perfect. Like going from the spaceport to here, it was like, okay, here is all the digging you could possibly ever want in your entire life. To here's all the crane work you could
Yes.
ever want in your life.
Oh my God, yes. And I love that. You know, you have options. Um, and the fact that this last part of the campaign is so heavily earthwork, like just gives you that opportunity to get that earthwork in again. But it goes,
Yeah.
you know, you got 3 or 4 stages, 3 or 4 campaigns, missions of just crane work. Like
Yeah.
the second stage of the stadium, after you built the first part, the one where it's got a lot of wood, I loved that
Yes.
actually. That was one of my favorite actually. Crane work.
Yeah, there was so much crane work, it was intense.
Lots of concrete work too. Holy moly.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely the most cement work I've done in the game so far.
Yeah.
Why is Peter Pan always flying? Because he never lands.
Ah ha ha. Dad joke. Love the dad joke.
Okay, I should probably get off my phone just in case power does go out and I can't charge it. Have a good night, boys. See you later, Zane!
Let me tell you a
Until next
dad
time.
joke before you go, Zane.
Oh, wait, Zane, please, Zane, don't
Here,
leave.
this is a dad joke just for you. You know, before they invented the bar, before they invented the crowbar, bros used to just drink at home.
That's a good one.
Good night, Zane. I had to
man.
brush up on my dad joke repertoire. I need like a
That was
good,
a good one.
I need a good handful of them.
JJ had some solid dinosaur jokes the other night.
Dinosaur jokes. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. What do you call a lesbian dinosaur?
A lesbian dinosaur?
Lesbian dinosaur.
Hmm.
Lick a lot of puss.
Oh my God, that was good. That's
What do you
good.
call a gay dinosaur?
Okay, what do you call that one?
Megasaurus.
Mega. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Definitely my favorite dinosaur jokes. Those were solid. I died. I literally like was laughing out
Those are
loud when he
great.
said-
Like a lot of those. Megasaurus. Wow.
Yeah, they're so good. Oh man. And we're doing really good. We're making good progress with this.
Yeah, I gotta say, we're doing this a lot faster than how I had handled it on my run through. I think we're kind of hitting it in a more efficient way.
Yeah, it really depends on who you get on the team, right?
Yeah. A good
Watching
team is
Smith
super
Dog,
important.
Like he just kind of lets anybody join the game until it's full. Watching Smith Dog play, some people that he gets to join, oh my god, they're just wreaking havoc. I'm like, I would just get so mad. Like, can you stop fucking around? Like, I'm actually trying to do shit.
Yeah, yeah. That's happened to me a few times too. You know, I'll have like Discord members join, and I'm like, yeah, absolutely, man. You can come on in and join and work with me. I got no. And then I kind of regret it later. I'm like, geez, oh Pete, this has turned into a circus. Okay.
Well, since I'm already down here, might as well just start down.
Turn around and go back.
Yep. What do you call a background? I don't know, Operator, what do you call a background? Foreground.
Foreground.
Yeah, another reason why I love doing this kind of stuff, like recording videos and editing them, for the longest time I really wanted to be a director.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was inspiring to be the next Steven Spielberg.
That's interesting.
Like he's my favorite director of all time because he made my favorite movie of all time, Jurassic Park.
Oh, that's such a good movie. Oh, no, you're good. You're good. I actually was raising my bucket to get out of your way. I'm trying to reposition myself. A bit off.
But yeah, so grade 7, I think it was. You know, my parents didn't have a lot of money. Like we had enough money to have what we needed, you know?
Yeah.
So like a video camera that I had was like under $100.
Oh,
Wasn't
nice.
the best quality, but it was a video camera. I was able to make videos with it, and you know, it was a good time. And my one buddy, he was also making videos and inspiring to be a director. So the one day we're like, yeah, let's film together, man. Like that'll be awesome. So we do, and we spent like 3 days at least just filming different scenes and stuff, like outside, inside, all these different shots and stuff. And he's like, okay, man, like just leave your camera with me, and I'll like go through all like the shots and stuff, and I'll pick out which ones I want from your angle, and I'll edit the movie. I'm like, awesome. Literally the next day, he hands me back my camera. I'm like, oh, dude, like you're already done editing? No, I couldn't use any of your footage.
Oh.
I'm like, why? He's like, well, like the outside footage I was able to use, but all of your inside stuff, I'm gonna have to like re-film it from a different angle because I can't tell like what anybody is, like who anybody is,
the lighting?
what they're doing. Like your camera just is not good with inside shots. Like if you can get a good camera, I will film with you like whenever you want. But until then, like I'm sorry, like I like my videos high quality. And like right when he said that line to me, I was so discouraged from being a director. I was like, I see how it is to be a director. You need money to get into it, and my family does not have money, so
Yeah,
I'm just gonna give up on this dream now.
That's
why I'm
unfortunate.
disappointed.
I kind of had a similar. I didn't really aspire to be a director or anything, but I always liked making content, and I found out early on that it's super hard to get kids to follow your direction, or at least see your vision.
Yes.
And one video we had made, and our brothers, we still laugh about this today, was with the neighborhood kids. We were playing Army, and I was like, well, why don't we just make an Army movie? And
Yeah.
we s- we were borrowing like a neighbor's camera, so it was a decent camcorder. We opened the shot with like a fade in or a fade open, and we're all like, we're supposedly crashed, our helicopter crashed, and we're all like assessing the damage. In my brother's line, I said, I need you to like check my vitals or something. So as I'm fading the camera open, it's POV, he looks at me and he goes, um, you're hurt, are you okay? Or something very generic and just with no emotion at all. And I was like, oh, that hit really hard. That sucked a lot.
That sucked a lot.
It sucked a lot. Shooting
Oh,
like
man.
different angles with one camera is also tough. So we would have a scene set up where maybe a sniper shooting at us, but I would have like sniper POV, so everyone would be running, but then I would have to have them stop exactly where they're at, like dead stop. Stay there, don't move. I'm gonna run up the street. I'm gonna get in the position where the sniper's supposed to be, and now I'm gonna pretend that the sniper's POV. I'm gonna turn the camera on. I'm gonna scream record, and then I need you guys to start running to your predetermined positions. And then when I say stop, you have to stop exactly where you're at and don't
Yeah,
move,
that's a lot.
because now I have to go back to another position and continue shooting from that same, from a different spot, same perspective,
Yeah.
and no one had it doesn't. Yeah, it was tough, so
That's a
tough.
lot.
There was the one thing that I did get out of that when I was watching the footage back that I thought was genius was when they were dragging me from the beach through the bushes to like take cover, and it was a POV thing. So I told my brother, I was like, I need you to grab me by the collar and drag me, and I'm gonna have the camera in a position where it's gonna be my face, and the POV shot was great because it did look like I was getting dragged through the bushes. You could see what was
That's
happening.
awesome.
You could see like his arm was behind the camera, so it looked like it was my shoulder. Yeah, all that stuff was a lot of fun. But my biggest project was for French class in ninth grade, and we had to make a video using French words that we had learned in our class. And I had hired again my brother, and we laughed about how his performance in the Army video when we were kids was so poor. His character in this movie was the extreme American, and this is when like Nachos Extreme was coming out. This is when like Surge was still a thing. Mountain
Oh,
Dew
yeah.
was big, like Monster Energy drinks. BFG was coming out. So he was the extreme American. Our neighborhood friend Craig was like he was an Englishman. Someone else was an Australian. I mean, there was not a single French person except for me. I was the French waiter. And so they go to a restaurant and sit down and they order some food. And the first thing that they order is like water. And my brother, his only lines are extreme. So every time out, he's just extreme. So they order some water, and then it goes into like a montage of me like traversing the land, climbing over like a mountain, running through a field, running down the street, and then I run up to this radio rider wagon full of rusty old water, fill it up, and then come back to the scene where they're sitting at the table and they're like, Jesus Christ, what is taking this guy so long to get us water? It's not like he's got to traverse the world. And then it cuts to me like climbing up a mountain again, running through a field, coming back to them with a glass of water. But the French video was so ridiculous. I did not do anything that I was supposed to do for the class, and I turned it in. There was a gunfight in the middle of it. There was a gunfight. It was like the climax where the Australian guy is like in a leather jacket and he's gonna fight me, and I do a jump cut where we're standing in position. We got our fists up like we're gonna get ready to fight, and I do a jump cut. So I pause, we grab our weapons, and then I unpause, and it's like boom, we have weapons in our hands now. And I had a knife and he had a machine gun. We said some really dumb like one-liner, like 1990s one-liner. But you could hear someone was playing Backstreet Boys in the background in their house, and you could pick it up on the audio.
Oh
So
my god, that's
we
hilarious.
were aware of this while we were shooting, so we improvised and we're like, what's that sound? And we could hear the Backstreet Boys like, so we started dancing with each other. We drop our weapons and start dancing, like slow dancing. It's just ridiculous. The movie made no sense. I turned it in to my French class teacher. She took it home, watched it, and I never got it back.
She
It's a
loved it
piece
that much.
it's a piece of art that's out there for the world to see, and she kept it for herself.
That could be the next Hollywood legendary movie.
It was such a ridiculous, like, directorial debut. Oh man, this is before YouTube was a thing. I tell you, YouTube was around.
Yo, did you ever go on E-Bomb's World? It was like
Yes.
the original YouTube.
Yes.
It's where you would get
Wow.
all your videos at the time.
Yeah.
E-Bomb World.
So yeah, I'm glad that well, you haven't given up on your dream. I hope of being a director, because I think you have the personality for content creating. That is, and I think directing comes with its good and its bad. Like it just takes a lot of mistakes and learning.
This might sound weird, but I don't know, like, something inside me has always been like, you gotta do something, like, cool. Like director, or, I don't know, something famous. But I've
Something
never
famous.
been able to do anything, you know, like a rock star. Like, I'm able to play guitar, but not good enough to ever become, like, a famous musician.
Yeah.
Like, I can play a few songs, but not well.
Not well. I can play them.
Not well. People will be like, "Oh yeah, it's this song, right? Yeah. My
I think
12-year-old nephew could play better than you."
It takes an extreme amount of effort. I have a friend, Thomas Israel, who played guitar quite often, and like that's all he did every day was play guitar. And Death Clock was a new thing, and so he was playing all like the Death Clock songs and Slayer and all that stuff. And what he would do is he would slowly turn it up, so they would get faster and faster, progressively faster, and he would nail it. And we were in Buckethead. He was way into Buckethead too. And if he had just stuck with that instead of getting caught up in like video games and drugs,
Yeah.
then he would have had the talent to be a rock star for sure.
Damn.
Here we go. I think you could be whatever you want to be, but you really have to dedicate yourself to it.
It's true. Like that line that if you can be whatever you want to be, like, it's true. You can be whatever you want to be, but you just gotta put the work into it. Whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
Want to be an astronaut? Well, you gotta put in the work to become an astronaut.
You know what's
You wanna
funny?
become a
Yeah, if you want to
famous
be an
rock star?
astronaut, they're like, yeah, if you want to be an astronaut, yeah, well, good luck.
No,
You could be whatever you want to be. I want to be an astronaut. Well, anything else.
anything else. I feel like kids nowadays don't even say they want to be an astronaut.
No, these days say they want to be a YouTube influencer.
You know what
Yeah.
that means?
You know what I wanted to be when I was a kid?
I don't know what you want to be when you were a kid.
I wanted to be a construction worker. I wanted to do this stuff right here. I still want to do this as an adult.
That's true. I'd be a heavy equipment operator. That'd be a cool
Absolutely
thing.
not.
I'm pretty done with being a trucker. I'm pretty done with it.
I was thinking about getting into that as well.
Hey, don't get me wrong. It's a very important job, and I enjoy looking at like semi trucks. I think they're dope, and like when I see a really nice one, I go, ooh.
What do you think
But,
about
like-
the new internationals?
I don't like international to begin with, so.
Okay. I was gonna say the new
Wrong
ones look
person to
so weird. They're like a 1950s frame trade. I couldn't take it.
Yeah. I don't know. My favorite truck brand is Western Star.
Oh yeah. You know what? I've only seen like one or two in my whole life.
When I went for my AZ license, I drove a 2012, and it
Oh.
felt more solid than the 2022 and 2021 international Freightliner trucks that they had
Wow. The Cascadia
Yeah.
or because the Freightliner
Sorry?
Cascadia is beautiful. I love the Cascadia.
Um,
But the Western
like,
White, the
yeah.
White Star is like such a rugged looking truck. If I had to choose
Oh
that or the
yeah.
Kenworth, I would probably go with the White Star.
Oh yeah, the White Star would be sick. The one that I drove was just I think it was, what was it? An old 4700, like a 2012 4700 Western Star. It was so nice. Oh my god. You could see like the reason why everyone's saying, yeah, Western Star is the most expensive truck, is the quality that's put into it. Like,
Is it like the Cadillac of semi trucks?
I wouldn't say like
Or is it like the Lincoln
Cadillac.
Continental?
I would give that category to Volvo because their seats are the most comfortable seats you'll ever sit in like a transport truck.
Yeah.
Like every trucker I've ever talked to, if you bring up Volvo with them, they're like, oh, yeah, that's like driving a Cadillac. It's so comfortable, but got no balls. So you'll be comfy, but you'll be struggling to haul your load with a Volvo.
I've heard that the Mac the Mac Granite, not the Mac Granite, the latest one that came out.
Yeah,
Is that the Granite?
I
Gotta
think
be
it's called
that
the
one.
Granite.
Yeah. I haven't heard too many good things about that one. Like a low, like an
Yeah,
entry level semi truck.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually heard anybody talk about it. Like that I know. I don't mind Mack trucks. I like.
No, I used to think Mac was the standard when I was a kid. Like you talk about semi trucks, it's probably the same Mac.
I can't remember, but I think Volvo bought Mack or Mack bought Volvo, one of the two. But
Probably Volvo, because I think Volvo owns a construction. Is it Volvo that owns Liebherr? I just remember someone saying something about it, and I was shocked to hear that, but I don't know if there's Liebherr. Something.
Blaine said when he was a kid, he wanted to be a cop. I wanted to be a cop for a few years.
I think I may have had a short stint of wanting to be a cop before the DARE program scared me out of being a cop.
Yeah, I wanted to be a cop right as all that George Floyd stuff started happening and cops were
Oh, no
becoming
way.
different.
Really?
So like, yeah, so I wanted to become a cop, and then all suddenly, all this stuff started popping up of like cops being like racist and cops just being shot because they're racist and like they're defunding them.
Oh,
Right when
yeah.
that started happening, I'm like, okay, I don't want to be a cop anymore.
That stuff
I don't
is
wanna
like
get shot
really,
just
really
because I'm a
unfortunate.
cop.
You know, and seeing, like, you can see how that can happen because people get into a position where, I don't know, how do I explain this? So, your job is to drive on the road all the time, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, there's drivers out there who are absolutely ass and suck at driving.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've even seen videos where people brake check semi trucks like fucking idiots.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Do you want
yeah.
to die? Because
So,
I can make that happen.
there certainly is truck drivers out there who don't like other drivers. Like, they have a superior complex. Or like, listen, I drive trucks for a living. I'm a better driver than you. Get out of my way or
And
you're
they're
going
the
to die.
worst drivers on the fucking road. They don't even know how to drive their fucking little tiny car when they're not driving a truck.
Right, so you can make the same parallel for a police officer who's dealt with it all the time and deal with people that are rude and inconsiderate and just stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Cops are just
You get
human
tired of
beings.
it,
They'll
and
have-
there's
they'll have bad days.
the ones that are like, you know, fed up with it, the ones that are like, racist or have a disposition are actually the worst kind of cop. But then there's other cops out there who are great, who are actually joined to serve and protect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like my aunt, she was a cop for like the longest time.
Yeah.
And she was actually one of the reasons why I wanted to become a cop.
Yeah?
She was a cop. But then, yeah, all that stuff with,
That's really a shame, too.
yeah. I've been totally discouraged from dreams that I had, like jobs that I wanted to do so many times. Like the director I told you about, the cop. I wanted to be a mechanic, and I had a mechanic straight up laugh and say, "Don't become a mechanic. It would be the dumbest thing you'll do." and then just
Well-
walked away. And I'm like, well, then I guess I'm not becoming a mechanic.
That was a pessimistic thing for him to say.
Yeah.
I wonder
Like
why.
literally, he went. Oh man, it's great. I love being a mechanic, but don't ever become a mechanic. It'll be the dumbest thing you'll ever do. And then he just walked away, and I was like,
One of those
Okay.
mechanics.
yeah.
Mechanics make great
Just wanna
money.
just want to save all the business for himself. He's
Yeah,
like, I'd
yeah.
rather tell you to become a
He doesn't want to.
mechanic."
He doesn't want to have to compete with a young blood.
Exactly.
Now, I've heard mechanics have the same sentiment. Like it's a lot of BS.
Yeah.
You know, dealing with,
It's the only
especially
trade
with
where
the
you
new
have to pay
cars.
for all your equipment.
The new cars, how small they are on inside the engine compartments and all that.
Yeah.
Everything's computerized now. It's just not the same as it used to be.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of mechanics, like old mechanics, saying like you basically have to become a computer technician
Right.
and learn automotive to become a car technician now.
Yeah.
There's so much computer with it. Which I'm kind of glad that I did listen to the guy, because I feel like I would have hated it. Like, I enjoy working on cars. Like, I work on my Jeep all the time. Like, any work my Jeep needs, I'll do it myself. But for a career, yeah, I feel like he was right about that. I would have hated it. Is this our last trench?
That is. Now we're doing the
Oh.
backfill right now.
Oh, that's what you're doing right now. Cool. Oh, yo, what's up, Red Corn? I went to a community college to become a mechanic, but I somehow ended up in the family business of farming. Ha! Fair enough, buddy.
Well, at least
I like
at least he can
Western
repair the family
Star
equipment.
and the old Peterbilts.
Oh,
Nice, right?
Peterbilt, yes.
I like the old Peterbilts as well with those round headlights. Those are dope. I love those. I love seeing those on the highway. When they got like the extended body too, and it's like the whole frame is painted like some gorgeous color, and it just oh god, daddy likes. Like I love cars. I fucking love cars. Like I wish I was smart enough to know more. Like I know a lot of stuff, but I don't know enough stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Like there's some car guys that will like tell you like specific numbers to gauge like your engine, like how like oh you need like 25 this and 65 that, and then you'll get this much horsepower out of your engine with this much torque, and I'm like I don't know, man.
Oh yeah,
That's what
that
this thing is.
that would be like speaking Latin to me.
Yeah. And I suck with remembering names. It's like for people, for objects, for places. I just suck at remembering names. So like I might know what the fuck I'm talking about, but because I'm saying, yeah, you know that thing, like that thing where it goes like this, but then like you add this other thing. Like I just sound like an idiot when I'm trying to like explain something because I don't know the name of some stuff. So
That reminds me
I just-
of a skit that Brian Reagan, comedian, did about that. Like he's like, I don't really know, about cars and stuff. He's like, so you go to you go to the mechanic shop and they're all waiting for you to do it. They're like, come on, tell me what's wrong with the car. Come on, oh come on, come on, tell me. All right,
Yeah,
well
like-
it makes this sound when I turn on. You know what that is, right? You know what that is? I don't know. Actually, I'm just the janitor. Hey guys, come here. This guy needs some help.
That's great. Oh, man. I really love cars too, but I'm more into older ones, American Muscle.
Yeah.
I really
See, the
love
older
them.
vehicles, you can get in there and crank around with stuff. Like you can mess with the carburetor. You can mess with the gasket heads. You can mess with these new cars. Like as soon as you touch something, the sensors go crazy. They're like, it does not compute. Cannot change fuse box. Please upgrade the windshield wiper fluid. What? I'm just trying to change a hose on the radiator. What is wrong with you? brakes
not
do not work all of a
already-
sudden. Please fix. What the fuck?
All I did was change a headlight bulb.
Right.
Car will self-destruct in 5, 4.
Yeah, right. I know some people are also impartial to like vehicle brands. Like my stepfather was always like against Dodge, so every time there'd be a Dodge like on the side of the road, like, oh, should have got a Ford.
Should got a Ford. The only vehicle brand that I can't get behind, just because I just find them really crappy quality, is GM vehicles.
Really, GM?
Yeah, GM
I
vehicles.
don't see too many
Like
GMs
80s,
actually.
80s and older, it don't matter. I'll accept anything, like all comers. But 80s and newer GMs, I'm just like, no wonder they went under in Oshawa.
Yeah.
No wonder they went under in this place and that place. Like, holy crap. New blinker fluid and winter air required. Yeah, exactly, the new cars. That was dumb shit.
It was I don't know if you're old enough for this, but Chevy's commercials used to be Chevy like a rock, like a
Oh my
rock.
God, yeah. Yes.
So we used to joke when we were kids, like, yeah, Chevy like a rock only moves if you kick it.
Exactly. Yeah, man. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. I've had 2 Sunfires
I love
in my life,
Chevys. I got to tell you right now, I love Chevys. So.
and like the GM Pontiac Sunfire.
Oh my
It's
God,
so
the
fun.
Sunfire.
No fuck. I don't give a fuck, bro.
Oh
I will
my
drive that
God,
any day of
damn,
the
dude!
week.
I almost bought a Sunfire as my first car, and then every
It was
time
my first car and my second
it was
car.
your first car, every time I went to buy it, every time someone's like, "Oh yeah, my girlfriend's got that car." "Oh yeah, my niece has that car." "Oh, my aunt drives that car." I'm like, "What the? Is this a female car? Is this a female car?"
Yo, and like so, someone brought that point up to me. What the fuck makes a car a certain sex?
I don't. Well, you know, the Mustang was actually
It-
created for females. Did you know that?
Yes, that's true. And
So-
majority of people who drive it are middle-aged women. So,
Right.
but
I honestly can't answer that. I don't know what makes it. I think it's got to be the aesthetic look. I think it's
But
the
like
look.
with the Mustang, with Mustang, as we just said, majority of the people who drive it are like middle-aged women. But it's like no one considers a Mustang to be a chick car.
No.
Like no one will go, oh yeah, Mustang's a chick
No,
car.
no. You see
No,
a
but
GT Cobra, you're thinking that's got to be a
You're
dude
right.
behind the wheel.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
But if you see a Pontiac
Like, guys get
Sunfire-
hard on. Yeah,
You s-
exactly. Fucking people can make a joke of sunflower. Oh, you driving a sunflower? You driving a sunflower?
A
No, driving a
sunflower. I have not
know.
heard that.
Yeah, that's the joke.
I
always
love
get.
that one. Pontiac
always get that.
Sunflower.
You driving your sunflower? Yeah, I'm driving my sunflower.
That's awesome.
This will get me everywhere I want to go, huh? Yeah.
That
How's
is
your
awesome.
BMW?
I love
oh,
that.
it's in the shop again? Guess what?
Oh, it's in
My
the shop
Sunfire
again?
is right
$600
here,
light
boy.
bulb? That shit was nuts. That was nuts.
You know how many tow truck drivers I've talked to that have all said, don't buy a BMW because that's the most car brand I tow? I'm like, alright, no BMW.
Yeah, thank you for the heads up.
Thanks, bro. I'll be sure to never buy a BMW. Which is surprising for a German engineered car.
Yeah, that's true, because German engineering is just superior in my opinion.
Like you look at
Most
BMW
engineering.
and Audi and it's just like, damn, those cars are dope. And then you look at BMW like, what happened there? Is that like the drunken
I think
Germans
I
that are
think
building
they wanted to
BMWs? Like-
compete with Mercedes. And if I remember correctly, Mercedes was like the first car manufacturer in Europe. And I don't
Oh
think
my
they started
God,
with cars. I
yeah.
think they started with something else. I think it was like trailers or something. I can't remember. BMW
BMW?
actually. No, Mercedes.
Oh,
I think Mercedes started off as like horse carriages or something like that. I can't recall. But BMW actually started off as an like airplanes.
Oh, true.
Yeah, that's why that symbol is that. It's actually a propeller.
Oh, snap.
Yeah,
I never thought about that.
yeah.
Rex has not roared or screamed. I know, Alfredo, you like when I rage, but I haven't needed to rage this episode.
I love that you drive a Pontiac Sunflower. That is so cool. I almost bought one.
I had two. I stole the one from my mom basically when I got my license.
Ah, see, that should have been your first warning right there.
It was her car, right?
Yeah, see, that should have been your sign.
But it was such a good car. I could drive
I
that
agree.
thing into the ground and it would not die. Bro, the only reason I got rid of it was because it was a 99, had almost 300,000 on it.
Wow.
And the rack and pinion steering broke because it was winter and I was a new driver, so I just snowplowed into a curb and I broke the rack and pinion. The engine would start no problem. It started no problem. But the mechanic was like, I could fix this, but it'll cost more than the car is worth. So
yeah.
So we scrapped it. Me and my mom had a good cry about it.
We had a good cry.
No, we did. We literally cried when the car was getting picked up.
Oh.
Like some fucking idiots, but it's like...
That is so funny.
That car has so many... Like, the gas gauge, it would stop working after it got to, like, half gas.
That's
so
my motorcycle, too, man. That pisses me off. I'm like, oh, we're sputtering. Time to put gas in it. Thank you, gas gauge.
So I was doing, like, my volunteer hours for high school at this horse farm that was like probably like 15 minutes away from our house. My mom was supposed to pick me up, and at that time cell phones weren't everywhere.
Yeah.
They are nowadays, right? Like, I think maybe my dad had a cell phone, and that was like the only person in the whole house that had a cell phone. And so my mom was coming to pick me up, and I'm waiting there. Like, I'm waiting for like an hour to pass. I'm like, is she dead? Like, what the hell happened to my mom?
Yeah.
And then I get a phone call, and she's like, yeah, I'm stranded right now. Like, I'm using someone's cell phone right now to call you because the Sunfire just broke down on me. I don't know what happened. She ran out of gas because the gas gauge got
Oh, no.
She thought she still had half, but she had, like, no gas.
No.
And at that time, she had a broken heel. Her heel on her right foot, she broke it because she fell down the stairs.
Oh, no. She had to walk?
She luckily, like, stopped at this, like shop or some shit.
Yeah.
And luckily, as she stopped there, some guys were just pulling in to, like, swap cars around because it's like a car dealership, like, extra lot, you know? Like, when they have too many cars, they put their extra stock there.
Yeah.
So these guys were just there to pick up like some extra cars to bring to their used car lot. And luckily, they were able to drive her to the gas station to get some gas in the
that's
jerry.
nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Good deal.
I'm like, holy shit. She's like, I'm not gonna be there. Like, I'm gonna be long. I'm like, okay, well, as long as you're not dead.
Right.
Yeah, it's a good time.
I'm surprised you weren't like, what did you do to the car, Mom? What did you do to my Pontiac?
I wasn't driving yet, so I didn't care.
Oh,
About
okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah. That's why she was picking me up.
I
Yeah,
leave
that
you
was
with
a
the
great
car
time.
for one day, Mom, and you run out of gas. I can't believe this.
Mom, what did I say about it? You have to fucking fill it up.
Remember when 20 bucks could get you pretty far?
Yeah.
Now
How did I go from 81% to 77%?
If you're digging the soil out of the ground, see that gravel right there? See how that gravel is spreading? It's probably diminishing your gains.
Just like when I drink alcohol, it diminishes my gains from the gym.
Yes, it does. That's okay, because we can just get a dump truck and, like, backfill the rest, or dump the soil and do some bulldozing with it. Should be good. 78. I don't know if I'm in the 93% or if I'm in the 25. Okay, the 25%.
Wait. What?
So see,
What percentage are you doing?
the 25, 26, 28. There's another one's 93. It's not completely done, so we'll have to just go over with a dump truck and fill the rest. But we're actually saving a lot of money because we kept all the soil on site.
Perfect. Yeah, that's what it costed a lot to fill in.
I think 20 bucks now gets you like 50 seconds to look at the pump.
Yep. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Like 20 bucks now is like one stripper song. You're like, okay, that's it. We're done already?
Yeah, I put
Slap
20
test
bucks in my
started.
Jeep and it gets me like a quarter tank. I'm like, what the?
Oh, how old is your Jeep?
2017.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like in the 90s or something.
Nah, I got it. I got it in 2017.
Nice. Are you putting like high grade petrol in it or
No, just regular
just
gas.
regular? Okay.
I ain't made of money.
Quarter tank. That's a big tank on that Jeep. It's a Wrangler.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Wraglersaurus Rex. Just
Yeah.
making sure you're sticking to your brand.
Oh, I'm sticking to my brand.
I love. That's actually the one vehicle that I've always wanted, but I have not heard anything good about it.
What, the Jeep Wrangler?
Yeah, the Jeep Wrangler. Like I've heard that
It's
it's not very good aerodynamically. It's not good on
Nope.
gas mileage. It's not comfortable to drive.
No, it's comfortable to drive.
Fuel
Mine
efficiency is
at
not
least.
good. Power is not that great. But I.
The power. Okay, so when they're talking about the power, they're probably talking about the old Jeeps, the TJ ones or the YJ ones. I have a JK, and the JKs came around in 07, I believe. They came out, and then they were still using the same engine, the same layout in the engine. But then in 2011, when they introduced they had the Unlimited, but then they realized that the engine was too weak for the Unlimited, the 4-door. So in 2011, they remastered the Jeep JK completely. They rebuilt the engine. They pulled it apart and upgraded it. The interior, they redid the interior completely.
We can make it better.
They made it way better. They made everything way better inside the Jeep Wrangler. And it's just gotten better with the JLs. The JLs, you don't feel like you're in a Wrangler anymore with the JLs. You feel like you're in like a Cherokee or one of those luxury SUVs, you know? Because it's so... They kept the 4x4 capability of the Wrangler, but added the luxury of their Grand Cherokees, you know?
I remember the Jeep Liberty. I don't even know if they make the Jeep Liberties anymore.
No. They discontinued them, I think, in one of the 20 teams. I think 2015 or something.
I remember the Jeep Liberty. We had a friend, he was borrowing his mom's
Alright,
Jeep
Jay, have a
Liberty.
good night, buddy. Peace.
And we were heading out to a skate park. And my friend in the passenger seat was like, hey, you should do a dirty minute in this. And he's like, what's a dirty minute? I was like, 30 minutes when you go 100 miles an hour. He's like, no, it's my mom's car. Like, I can't do that. We're like, no, come on, 30 minute, 30 minute, 30 minute, 30 minute. And he's like, oh, okay, so peer pressured him. And he's doing 100 miles an hour, dude. I'm not kidding. He's doing 100 miles an hour. He goes, yeah, 100 miles. We're like, woo, 30 minute, okay. And he's like, I want to see how fast you can go. And we're like, well, no, you don't need to do that. So he keeps going. We're getting up to he's like 107, 108, 109. And then I was like, cop. And he's like, no way, you're joking, right? I was like, nope, state trooper. Yep, he's pulling out right now. He pulls us over. My friend, no lie, goes, I'm sorry, officer. I was messing with, I was messing with that, what's the auto steering, like the not autopilot.
Oh, auto control.
Yeah. He's messing with like the auto speed, like
Cruise control.
Cruise control. Thank you. He's like, yeah, I was messing with cruise control, and he's like, really, you know. So when the cop walked up to the window, this is the first thing he said, and I'll never forget this. 109, fastest today.
Fastest today.
Yeah,
Congratulations, kiddo.
Yeah, I think he said he's gonna give us a warning, but he said that you have to call your parents right now and tell them what you just got pulled over for.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I would be so scared to tell my parents.
Yeah, right? I think it's worse
like,
when you have to
take me
give
to
them like $300. Take them to jail.
Fucking take me to jail.
Take him to jail right now. You send him to jail. You send him to jail and I tell him that he's grounded when he gets home.
Yeah, I would just be scared to deal with my parents. I'd be like, just take me to jail. That'd be easier.
Oh my god.
I don't want to be with my mama. That's how good my mom was, okay? I was so scared that she was gonna beat my ass if I did something wrong, but she never once hit me. Like,
There's just always the fear of it happening.
she was
she's like-
just so strict and just
That's how
so
she kept her
good at,
power. That's how she kept her grip on
Yeah.
power. It is better to be feared than loved. Yeah, my mom was
Yeah.
like that too. Like we were always terrified of her mom. And then when we got like older, we got bigger than her. It was hard to like be afraid of her. But just to make sure that the power dynamic was always there, we'd always pretend like, oh yeah, you're pulling my ear. Ow, this hurts. Ow, ow.
No, still
Oh,
scared
yeah.
of shitless from my mom even when I was bigger than her.
Yeah, I remember the day that she was yelling at me about something. I can't remember what it was, and she started laughing. She's like, I can't take you seriously when I have to look up at you now and yell at you. And I was like, so am I still in trouble?
So I'm still everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, my mom's punishments were punishment that if someone today did that to their child would be taken away from them.
Yeah, we had some pretty strict.
Like one time, I can't even remember what I did wrong because I know I was being a little shit. And she's like, you know what? I'm gonna do the same punishment that I did to your brother one time. Here, you're gonna sit in the middle of the kitchen floor right here, and you're gonna hold these two dictionaries. And these dictionaries
Oh,
are probably like 55
I've
pounds
had
each.
that. Yep.
I had to hold them for 10 minutes straight. And
Yep.
if I let my arm go down, they started the timer over again.
Yep.
And I was crying and bawling my eyes out, and my mom's like, nope, you did something wrong, you got to pay for what you did wrong, and this is one of the punishments.
I've had some similar punishment like that. I don't know where my parents seen that originally, but they made us like squat and hold soccer balls in our hands.
Oh!
Yeah, and like they to up the ante, they made us do it out in our front yard so all the neighborhood kids could see it happening. And
Wow.
I remember, I'll never forget, like there's this girl, Kitty Corner, that she had a crush on me, and she'd always yell at me from her bedroom window, and she sees me out there, and my parents are observing from the porch, and she sees me out there, and she goes,
Hey, do you want to play soccer? Stop messing around. You want to play soccer?
and I'm just sitting there like crying, like sobbing,
She's like, why are you crying? Don't you want to play soccer?
like shut the f up, you don't realize I'm being punished right now.
You just think I'm training for soccer, but I
Yeah,
don't
like,
even play
no,
soccer.
exactly, like, I was like,
Another time, I had a total hissy fit while my Oma was over, and I went into my room and I took my entire bookshelf, ripped every single book off of it. I had a dresser with like bins with toys, and I literally flipped it over. I was oh man, my room looked like a fucking bomb went off. My mom came in, she's like, well, I guess you can clean all this up, and you won't leave your room until you clean all this up. And she walked away, and my Oma was like, aren't you gonna help him clean this up? She's like, hell no. He wants to make a huge mess like that, well, he can fucking clean it up himself. And he can do it all by himself until he's done it. I don't care how long it takes him. He could be there all day. It's his time that he's wasting, not mine.
oh yeah.
She was just befoozled. She's like, oh my god, how could you do that? And she's like, well, if he wants to be a little shit, I'll make sure he's not going to be a little shit ever again. And guess what? I wasn't a little shit. I didn't do that ever again.
What did
Everything
you?
I did it once.
How old were you when that happened?
6?
6? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 or 6. The house that happened in, the basement, we first moved into this house, and the basement had fully, like, marble floors in the basement. And they had, like, some crazy design in them, where it was, like, all 4 of, like, the cards' suits was, like, in each
that's
corner,
cool.
and then in the middle was, like, some crazy design. All in pure marble. What do? At 2.5 years old, I grab a magic marker, and this is the 90s, so you know how good those magic markers were
yeah.
back then. I went from one side of the room all the way to the other side, and this room was probably a 20 by 20 room, and then I just went zigzag back and forth.
Oh.
My mom made me clean it with a fucking toothbrush and a scrub brush
Oh.
until I cleaned all of it.
How old were you then?
2.5.
2.5? Oh man.
2.5. I never drew on anything but paper from that day on.
They should have realized you're a genius. I think you were like a young savant. They just didn't realize it. Like this guy. Like, what if they looked at that and like, oh my god, he actually drew the constellation of a star system we haven't discovered yet?
No, it was just scribbled. It was literally just lines. Me just going.
Oh man, those markers were made to like last nuclear explosions.
Yeah, like you could get high off of it, like in the other room. That's how strong the fucking shit was.
That's insane. On a marble too. Oh,
Yeah, on marble, pure marble.
oh.
Blaine says my mom only grounded me once, and that was for beating up a kid on a bus stop when I was younger. Jesus, kid. You know, I never was in any fist fight. Like maybe one, but I dropped the kid like instantly, like just football style. Like picked him up and slammed him into the ground. because
That'll
I
end a
tried to
fight
take
quickly.
Yeah, that was like the closest to like an actual fight I've ever been into, and it was because somebody was trying to start shit between me and him. Because the first time me and this kid had confrontation, I was talking to his girlfriend because I didn't know that she was his girlfriend. I'm grade 11. This chick's grade 10. I'm on the football team. Obviously, I'm gonna talk to some cute girl.
Yeah, well, I
right?
mean, you're in high school, so of course, it's natural.
Exactly. This guy comes down with like two like other kids. He's like, "Yo, you talking about girlfriend? I'll beat the crap out of you." I'm like, "Bro, I had no idea she was your girl, bro. Like, no idea. So you can calm down and you can carry on your way." And then, so that was like last time I talked to her.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, this kid comes up to me at the smoker's corner. He's like, "Yo, it turns out you're talking to my girlfriend again. I'll beat the crap out of you. Like, you don't even know who I am. Like, I know kids on the senior football team that can kick the shit out of you." I'm like, "Bro, I'm on
You're
the
already
senior
telling
football
me like how insecure you are, one, and then two, you're not even gonna have your own battle. You're not even gonna fight your own fight.
team." Yeah.
I
What
would
are
have
you saying
laughed
right
at his
now?
face. I'm like, you fight me right now, or like, don't ever threaten me again. What is your
Yeah, I was like, "Are
problem?
you serious, man? Like, I know kids
That
on the
is funny.
football team. Like, they play
I know
football with me.
people
I'm
on the
on the
football
team.
team that will
I
do
can
my work for me.
I know kids will beat you up." I'm like,
Oh
"Okay." And I
yeah.
start like walking around, and he's like, "Yo." So he tried to like hit me, like throw a punch, but I like blocked it with my left hand, and then I
Uh,
just dropped, wrapped him by the waist, and I literally picked him up, drove my shoulder right into his gut, and he was like on the ground going.
oh,
And I'm just like on top of him going like, "Try that again, bitch," and I just walk away. That was it. The
I
last time I heard from him.
I've had very few like fights, only because typically people will instigate a fight, but then they'll never follow through with it.
Yeah.
And there was one kid that was picking on my brother, and this was in middle school, so it's not a big deal, but he's picking on my little brother. And one day while I was in theater class, he came up behind me and like put me in a chokehold. And so I just instinctively punched behind my head and hit him in the nose, and it like really upset him. He got his feelings hurt. And it wasn't even like I was trying to hurt him. I just like, instinctly.
Yeah.
And well, I guess later on, he was talking about how he's gonna beat my ass or something, and he's gonna, and I heard it through the grapevine. So um, the next day, I went down to his locker and approached him about it. And he was like, "No, man, no, I didn't, no, no, I didn't." Da, da, da. I'm like, "All right, well then, don't, first of all, don't do that shit. Don't pick on my brother anymore either. And then, and if you're gonna talk shit, like, back it up."
Yeah.
So there was this instant, and it's happened many times, like a football game, I'll confront someone that's been talking, and they don't do anything about it. So we were hanging around town, and this guy, this group of guys, gravel,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
This group of guys happened to be on a street corner. I didn't know who they were. I didn't care. I was with my friends, and I scream out the window, "Hey, sexy!" as we're driving by them. I didn't think anything of it. And we're hanging out at our swim spot, and the next thing I know, this pair of guys are walking up. They're all tattooed. The one large fat guy is approaching me, and I'm wearing my girlfriend's like oversized glasses. Like, I don't know if you know what those like back in the early 2000s girls wore those really big bug-eyed sunglasses.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm wearing those, just kind of dicking around, and a guy walks up to me, and I look up, and he goes, "Are you talking shit?" I was confused.
Talking shit.
You talking shit? And I thought back to all the times that other people that I've approached and they said, no man, I ain't talking shit. But I had no idea who this was. And I lowered the glasses down and I look up and I'm gonna go, yeah? He grabs me by the throat and he leans me over the railing and I look over, my friends are like freaking out. They're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, what? I put my hands up like, I don't know who this guy is. He's talking, he's saying something. I'm just kind of ignoring him because I'm thinking this is gonna hurt. He cocks his hand back, he punches me in the face, and it was the lightest punch I think I've ever received in my life. This guy is humongous, and I'm thinking I am about to get blasted. He punches me in the face, doesn't do much, and then there's bikers hanging out on this bar, like this balcony, like a restaurant bar over on the waterfront where we're hanging out, and they're screaming like, "Hey, pick on someone your own size, or pick on someone your own." They jump over the railing and start walking towards these two guys. It was like getting your comeuppance so quickly. But I'll never forget. Like, I asked the guys later. I'm like, "Yo, who the fuck was that?" They're like, "Oh, that's the 810 gang. That's the 810 gang. They're like a gang of guys around here." I'm like, "What the fuck ever." I'm like, "What? Why did they approach?" And then someone's like, "Remember when you were yelling, 'Hey, sexy'? Those are the guys you were yelling it at." I was like, "Oh, wow, okay." Like, "Hey, sexy," yeah, that's talking shit, I guess.
Blaine
Yeah.
says, when I was in school, I'd always be the one that get in trouble for everything, no one else. Always me. My
Really?
grandpa almost got arrested one time because he confronted the school. Jesus.
Really?
Blaine, I feel like you were just a shit disturber.
Just doing it on purpose?
Yeah. Yo, for me, I was always avoiding fights because people were always trying to beat me up for some reason. Like, I was always bullied until like grade 11. So the way I always got out of confrontation was being very, very sarcastic with people.
Yeah.
Like, if they were like, "Oh, what are you, fucking gay?" I'd be like, "Oh, the gayest! I'm so happy right now, man! Aren't you happy? The day is sunny, the
Aren't
weather's
you?
great. We're all gay today." And I'd be like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" "Nothing, man.
Nothing, clearly.
Just gay to be alive, man." I pull out my cigarettes. "Hey, man, you want a fag?"
Ah, yes.
Does it really fuck with them? They're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
The,
What?
the earliest that I can remember that I ever got bullied, I don't even know who these kids were, and I think I might have been 7 or 8 years old, and I was walking down an alley, and these two kids approached me, and I'm friendly, like, I'm very friendly to people I don't know, so these two kids approached me, and I'm friendly with them, and I don't know what the fuck their deal was, but the one kid's grabbed me by the throat and, like, pushed me up against a car,
Jeez.
and this car drove by and, like, honked its horn or something. I don't know if they were honking at us or honking, so I said, "Happy shithead day to you too." And I'll never forget this. The kid did this 1990s one-liner. He goes, "Huh, that's funny, but not funny enough." I'm like, "What?" I'm not even direct. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny to you. Like, you got me by the throat. I don't know what your idea, what your plan is with me. So he punches me in the face, and as a kid, like, it stung. It stung, it hurt, but it wasn't like I thought it was gonna be, where I get knocked out or something. And he lets me go, and I just sat there for a minute, like, stunned. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And I went home, and I was like, I don't ever want to go down that alley anymore. Like, that was the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me.
Really? That's so weird.
Yeah, from that point on, like, I had, of course, all of these, like, oh man, I should have done this, or I should have done that, and yada yada. So whenever I was bullied ever again, I was like, no, I'm not standing for that shit. That's not happening.
Yeah, I was never the one to stand up for myself either. I would just let people walk all over me, and I would just give them a sarcastic response.
Yeah.
It took me being pushed to the point of, like, standing there with the feeling of I've been cheated on this weekend from a girlfriend, and
Oh
having the guy
no.
still sitting there saying all this, like me and this guy go to the convenience store that's on the corner of the street, and the whole time there and back, him just saying, "Oh, me and my ex-girlfriend had threesomes when we had problems." Yeah. So it took that for me to completely snap
Yeah.
on this chick, where to the point I was literally like an inch away from her face, screaming at her, going, "What the fuck were you thinking? We finally had a weekend to ourselves. Your parents are gone. I thought we were gonna have a weekend to ourselves, and said you invite this guy over to have a threesome."
No. Yeah.
And
No.
and the whole time she's like, "I didn't fuck him. I didn't fuck him." I'm like, no one here said that you did, but now I'm starting to think that you did.
Right, because you're saying like you did.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the best relationship I've ever been in.
I think a large deterrence for any kind of fights or any kind of bullying post middle school for me was my physique, and I only had the physique because of all the hard labor I had to do in North Michigan. So by 6th grade, I had biceps. I didn't even know what the hell those were. Um, and
It's
I
like
had
guns, and you're
abs.
like, I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
those
didn't
are.
even know what they were. I was used to joke and call them like my potatoes or something. I remember.
Alfredo's asking how old you are.
Um, I am 35, and I remember during one of my live streams for CS15, I looked pretty yoked because of my shirt and the way I was with my arms, and someone said, "Did you go to jail?"
Did you go
Did
to
you
jail?
go to jail? I was like, what?
Oh.
And they're like, no, I meant to type, did you go to the gym? I'm like, oh, okay. So that was a large deterrence. Like, I remember hearing a lot of times that people wanted to fight me, but then they wouldn't fight me because I had, you know, arms, like big cannons of arms. And I'm like, dude, that doesn't mean anything. Okay?
No,
How you use it is what counts. Like, what you know is
exactly.
what matters. Doesn't matter how big you are.
Yeah, you could be ginormous, but if you don't know how to throw a punch, it's not gonna hurt the
No,
person.
exactly. And that was relevant to me when that big freaking guy punched me. I'm dropping sand. Oh God, stop right now.
Oh no, you bought sand. Man, I reset my truck outside the stadium. You bought sand.
You
We
know,
should just end
it's
it
a
off.
normal day. Maybe we should stop it here too if you want. Let me.
No, yeah, I definitely need to because I gotta get up in. Well, I have to get up at 5 in the morning, so.
Oh,
And it's 12:34 or
oh.
12:32. Yeah, I had no idea it was 12.
It goes by so fast in this game. You know, the next
Oh,
thing you know,
farm sim
it's
is even faster, man.
is
It's
it?
crazy farm. Oh yeah. One time I literally looked at the clock and it was like 10, and then the next time I looked, it's 12, and I'm like, where did 2 hours go?
Yeah.
All I've been doing is cultivating this fucking field here. Now it's 2 hours later.
Yeah. Yeah. This pouring, it's gonna be gravel next. I'm sorry, it's gonna be gravel now and then sand next. And I'm telling you, it's gonna cost you a lot of money because you can see like we're spreading it pretty well right now, and we're only at
Yeah, we're at
30%.
30.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
So
this is gonna take forever.
it's gonna cost you.
Well, thank you everyone that has joined me on the stream. Alfredo, Blaine, JJ, all of y'all on the stream who is still here. I don't know who is still here. I know Blaine and Alfredo is, but thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Grey Wolf, for joining me tonight. It was good.
Yeah,
to
thank you for having me.
finally-
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was great to finally build with each other again.
Yeah, no doubt.
So-
And you're such a great like partner to work on the construction site with. You're a great conversationalist. You got a great personality. So I really love your content. If you guys are watching on my channel, please check out Wraglersaurus Rex's channel. He's consistent with his construction uploads. Check him out. Give him a shout out. Give him a like. Give him a subscribe. And watch his live streams because God knows that he'll be doing it more than I will. And
it's a awesome move.
yeah, there you go. That's perfect. And if we ever get the opportunity again to run some live streams together, please do invite me. I love to run with someone who's got just as good a conversation skills as I do and can tell some great
Yes.
stories.
I enjoy working with you too, because like, I guess just like me, you just want to get the job done, and
Yeah,
you don't want to
Yeah.
mess around. For me, a reason I do it on high job scope is you do most of the job, and that makes it feel more realistic and more immersive. So it's good to work with someone the same.
Yeah, I prefer to um make it count.
Yeah. Well, thank you everyone, and Wild Fox, put up your channel again there, Grey Wolf. So
Thank you, man.
everyone, please do
I
click on
appreciate you.
that link right there. Subscribe. Show him some love, everyone, just like you showed me the love. And keep spreading that peace and love, everybody. And thank you, Wolf. And have a good night, everybody.
Good night, guys.
Nice, that was solid. Yeah, man. I'm gonna brush my teeth and hit the hay.
I'm gonna be right there behind you. I'm gonna make some pork chops first.
So random, but enjoy your